This is an explicit podcast where we try to keep the conversations as raw and authentic as possible with no intentions of hurting anyone. So if you're very woke, religious, or sensitive, we highly recommend you do not tune in. Why is Coldplay suddenly such a big thing?
They've always been a big thing.
I think their shows became more famous after, I think, the previous tour, like with the lights.
No, I think after I
wrong.
went to Singapore and I vlogged.
I agree. I agree.
But Coldplay has been around for ages, and not only been around for ages, they've been doing hits, like making hits after hits after hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, but suddenly it's like such a big thing in Malaysia.
Because they've never performed here.
They have.
So,
They have not?
have they? No.
This is the first time they
okay,
come
no
to
wonder.
Malaysia. Yeah.
Probably been to Singapore lah.
They have 4 years ago they came down to Singapore.
I think whatever like PAS or this kind of organization, whenever they oppose something like a visiting act, it just automatically becomes a big thing.
Yeah. They fuck shit up for everyone.
Should ask PAS to say shit about lineup.
Yeah. Exactly, dude. See, you thought Jocelyn Chia was bad? Come to the lineup.
So guys, lineup is happening. Probably by the time this episode is out, it will be happening the next day. Yeah. I inshallah can upload the episode by then. But yeah, you guys are doing a special edition, influencers versus
Comedians.
comedians.
Oh, it's recording it, is it?
Yeah, it's recording.
Oh,
already,
okay.
bro.
Yeah. We're going
Yeah.
there. Alright.
Actually, the title's a bit wrong, lah.
It's supposed to be
Because, like-
influencers versus influencers lah.
Yeah, let me intro you all first. Okay, pada hari ini kita ada Vishfro dan Vishnu.
That's me.
Yo, what's up?
It's Vishnu here.
Yes, aka Vikar.
What's with the accent?
Yeah.
I just like to roll my tongue sometimes, no accent.
Just because got Indians here, it's 3 against 1, huh?
It's
You be
I
careful.
like it like that.
damn.
Do you guys like Chinese people?
I used to like in my high school days, I used to like Chinese girls.
Okay,
Girls.
Yeah?
Girls.
You used to.
I
What,
used
what
to, I
happened?
used
Did
to.
they get less prettier or?
Then I found out
Uh-huh.
that not all, I'm not saying not all, a lot of Chinese girls don't wash their ass properly with water.
They don't wash their
With water.
their eyes.
Not eyes, bro.
Then
Ass, dude.
oh, their ass.
It's a known fact. My own close friends.
Harish, don't pretend like you don't know.
Yeah.
Eyes.
Don't act like you're not part of this racist joke, man. Come on, man. At this point, it's not a joke.
It's a joke.
So that's one of the reason I feel.
Okay, maybe you could explain in more detail.
Like this is my own friend. I used to have a crush on this girl back in high school, right?
She wear glasses.
No.
Sure.
And I find out that she doesn't wash her ass.
Why would she tell you?
Because I'm very open about asking questions. We were talking about ass, lah, right?
Yeah, somehow.
About cleaning ass and all that stuff. And she was saying that,
Cleaning ass. You guys talking about cleaning
yeah,
ass?
what's wrong? It's normalize the kind of conversation,
Okay,
man. I
cool.
think it's very important. Otherwise, they wouldn't know. You people wouldn't know
About cleaning ass.
about washing the ass with water.
Yeah.
So then, like, she was saying, like, oh no, I just wipe it with toilet paper.
Oh, bro, but wasn't that life before bidet?
Bidet existed like
Years ago, bro.
Pipes and all last time, but they don't use.
Like in the school toilet, you all went
Got-
public school, right?
yeah, public school.
It's a hose, that's bidet.
But it's there for like show for some of the Chinese girls. So which is why I'm like in my head I'm thinking, okay, it's fine, you're all pretty and stuff, but like imagine if you're getting down to business.
Have you? That's what
No.
my next question. You never ever tasted?
Nah,
I mean,
nah.
Tasted
No.
ass?
No.
no. I mean, smelled some of that urine. Dried up urine.
No.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
No, or you fucking all of you are liars,
No,
man.
I have a question. How old were you when you had a conversation with a girl?
This is about 16, 17.
So this was in school. You
In
had
school,
that.
in school.
Damn, in school during recess or?
Like during like PJK time and all.
Okay, that's so cool. That's hard, dude.
High school or primary?
High school.
High school.
Like, you know, PJK, like, senam, then I'm like, so like, hey, do you wash your
She was doing some squats, is it?
squats, you know, then I smell like a whiff of, then I'm like, yo, I gotta ask this chick out, man, do you wash? That was kind of like, oh shit, they don't. Then I did
Damn.
like, my sample size of that I asked, like 10 people I asked, like out
So out of 10 Chinese.
of 10, not 10 like, there are ones that clean as well. Out of 10, about 6 like they're like okay with not washing with water. So it's very concerning for me.
Let me ask you this, what if your bros, right, people that you've hung with for years and years, and you found out they don't wash?
I do. Some of my closest Chinese friends, they don't wash their ass. Like I remember, I go to like holidays and all. Then they say like, oh, they want to go poop. I don't hear water sound. Then they come on. I'm like, bro, what? Are you done or what?
I'd be honest, but I wouldn't.
There you go. Started.
No, I'm Chinese.
There you go.
I wouldn't.
You're proving my point.
Yeah.
Bro, if there's no bidet, then
Find a way to get water.
yeah, what I would do if the sink is right next, I will wet the tissues. You know what I'm saying?
The fuck? Can't you just wet your ass in the shower or something?
Yeah.
What if there's no shower? I'm saying in the toilet, public toilet. Because if it's at home, I'm lucky I have a bidet so.
No, but okay, the real question is, if let's say you cannot find the sink and all the stuff, are you okay with just wiping your ass, putting back your pants and just continuing your life?
I go to the next toilet and I get it done.
Okay lah. So
Yeah,
you
okay.
clean your ass with water lah.
I gotta get it done. After I got used to
Okay lah.
bidet.
So you the different kind of Chinese lah.
The
After
proper
you
kind.
got used to a bidet, what
Yeah.
age was that?
Good question.
when I
Good for you, man.
I moved here when I was 14. So my previous house there was no bidet, and when you are
Your house got no bidet.
when I was used to life without bidet, right, I didn't know what life was with bidet. So it's basically just
So you grew up not washing your ass lah.
For 7 years. Or 14, sorry.
okay. Yeah, what am I talking about? Yeah, actually I did. Yeah, there was a hose. Yeah, I did.
Just making up,
Something's wrong
changing the stories.
Yeah.
I did. Okay. Sometimes.
But I think you know why Indian people need water, because our assholes are hairy. We
Yeah.
have to use water.
Have to.
That makes sense. I feel like if I was Chinese as well, I'd be okay with not washing with water. I
Dude,
think.
my asshole is also
Oh
hairy.
yeah, so
yeah,
yeah.
what the
So
fuck, bro?
it's not an Indian thing lah.
Yeah,
You
I
don't
think
have to ask
a lot
lah.
of
I mean, bro, can tell you some experience overseas lah, where there was no bidet.
So I didn't know like what kind of tissue do they use? Like is it like the tissue roll or is it
One ply is talked up.
Like I was one conversation, how this is one Chinese friend of mine. So he was saying they'll take a white tissue, they wipe it, got poop, right? They cover. Wipe it. They'll do until
Sorry.
it's like clean.
Oh.
Until there's no brown stain. Then
If
it's clean.
You see, I never.
This is a great start to the podcast.
Yeah, I didn't have a habit of doing that, which is wipe one side and then you
yeah,
you fold
folding
it,
part
fold it.
is-
But then I think my mom or dad told me like that's what you have to do. Don't waste toilet paper. Yeah. Do you not agree with my mom's teachings?
Yeah,
No,
definitely
dude.
not,
It's
dude.
fucking
But
disgusting to see
respect
shit
her,
on your hands after that, dude.
Is that why they also get origami? Yeah.
Origami. No, I'm not offended.
Great start. Do you want to check if it's still recording? Just in case.
Fuck! Don't say
You
that.
just
man.
double check first. So this guy apparently he has done podcasts and have like few times he didn't click record for an hour plus. Okay, recording
Yes, recording.
Good job. Good job, Brian.
Alright, guys, we're gonna get down to business.
We're gonna wash our ass.
That part was done. Appetizers. So sekarang kita akan cakap tentang life sebagai seorang influencer. No, I'm kidding.
That's Vishnu only here.
What? You're the influencer, you know?
Have you been on a podcast and some dude gonna ask you that question?
The life of an influencer, is it?
Yeah.
Vaguely lah. Vaguely as in like how I do my work, how I started. It's a typical question. How you started? That's a typical question. But to be fair, bringing up with the whole influencer thing, I generally hate the term influencer. I feel like it's such a vain thing to call yourself an influencer.
Egoistic.
It's damn egoistic. It's narcissistic. Like, oh, look at me, I'm going to influence you. That's for me. I feel at least when I joined, I didn't do content to influence people. I started producing videos and all because I just enjoy making videos.
Do you also, is a big portion of why you started doing it also, you like to entertain people?
100%.
Of course, right?
Yeah.
If not, I mean, it's two parts. You enjoy your craft and you enjoy it more when you get good reception.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So you're an entertainer, lah.
Yeah. Like all of us lah. We're all entertainers.
What's
And
your take on when corporates, right, they love to call it KOL?
Ugh.
Because I think that's even worse than influencer.
I think influencer is worse. KOL is what? Key opinion leader.
Which
right?
is basically the same meaning, right?
See, leader, I prefer the term leader as opposed to influencer.
I dislike the term leader
Oh, is
because
it?
you become the leader, But influencers,
So you are more of like a follower lah.
I don't mind, but but I feel
Bottom lah.
yeah. Well, like we're talking about
Bottom of the food
As in-
chain.
No. As in like sex, man. Top, bottom.
Oh.
Come on, man. Fast,
Okay.
man.
Right.
what pass?
Fast.
Oh.
Not pass.
Oh, I thought you shout out fast on here. Like what the fuck?
What's your take though on guys who are having like, let's just say about 1,000 or 2,000 followers, but in their description they have stuff like public figure.
Good for them, lah. Good for them. It's okay.
So dumb.
Come on,
Like,
you gotta be positive, now. Support their dreams,
no,
man.
it's
Harresh,
dumb
you're a
because
hater,
look,
bro.
Yeah, then
No,
hater
chill.
lah, bro, you.
a public figure is someone you constantly see in a public. So is a homeless person a public figure?
Yeah.
No, but
Okay,
you
cool.
recognize that homeless
Okay,
person.
case closed. Okay. I do recognize homeless people. I've seen them. I see them a lot, especially near MCOT Mall. There's lots of them there.
There's this dude when I'm doing boxing at anytime in TTDI, right? There's this dude just right down from the window. He's smoking crack,
Nice.
and he's homeless, and yeah. So sometimes he will start. The other day he was like, he thought he's like shooting people with machine
shit,
gun.
okay.
Yeah, right after he take his hit from the crack pipe.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's quite visual because I see him every day. I can see exactly the same routine.
Is crack expensive?
It's about yeah. The first time I saw a Chinese dude smoking crack, I went to a soup kitchen in KL, right? KL, the center there. There's a bunch of homeless. I mean, homeless people usually they will be around the city center because why? What's the reason? Easy to get transport, is it?
I mean,
Bag.
traffic is high there for people to give them spare change.
Yeah, definitely also. But yeah, first time I saw Chinese family actually, dad and the son smoking crack was at the soup kitchen. Yeah, it's not a pretty scene.
Oh, just because Chinese not
Does
pretty
your mic
seen,
smoke crack? So
Yeah, so he had pretended he has a machine gun and
he was just shooting around.
yeah.
So crack.
Makes you hallucinate, lah, basically.
So it's like a cheaper version of a VR goggle. You're playing a game.
Yes, similar.
Similar.
Also very compressed. So whatever you're gonna do in the VR game, right? Like you're in this dungeon and then you're killing everyone.
Mhm.
It's compressed into 5 seconds.
Hey, nice.
That's why they do that.
how much is crack, huh?
As I mentioned just now, I'm not too sure.
May need some before we open
Yeah,
for the line.
You need some
So you want to share some of your ammo
ammo for? What is
for
ammo?
the big fight?
AMMO.
Ammo.
Bullets, dude.
Like
Oh,
You know, the show is in what, 8 days?
yeah.
days?
No, I'll get it out by Thursday. It's on Friday
yeah.
or Wednesday. I'll try with Wednesday.
And our planning and itinerary for it looks excellent. Please come.
By then it'll be sold out, man. Guarantee you.
It's already sold out. It's close to being sold out, right?
Close, yeah.
Do you have your
Close.
buddies coming?
Most of my friends are cheapskate, so
yeah, a lot of them are
asking for free.
I
Like,
thought if you're
yeah.
cheapskate, the lineup is the place to be.
That's what I thought as
Yeah.
well. Which is why I
That's what we
agree.
thought.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
cheap, dude. It's the cheapest.
How much is it? 45? Is it 50?
No, they jacked up
Oh,
the
damn
price.
expensive,
to
eh,
50.
what the
Yeah.
Because they knew Vikar was coming.
Oh, what you increase the price, way?
Because they knew Vikar was there. They're like,
He was
oh
me.
shit, gotta
They
make
thought-
money.
they thought like they thought.
You didn't pay Vikar enough, is it?
Not at all.
Sorry, guys.
You guys like stand-up comedy?
Yo, to be fair, in a more serious note, right? I feel like I respect stand-up comedians because I think stand-up comedy is one of the hardest form of performing act, which is why I feel also like it's I want to explore into the stand-up world because I feel like it's challenge.
Easily the most underestimated gig, right?
I would say underestimated.
I think it's super underestimated because why was the first time? Okay, first time. Let's share about your first time you did stand up. Did you think like it was? Oh, I could do that too. Then you went out on stage and like, oh,
100%.
people are staring at me.
100%. I did a few times. The first 2 times was okay. It was
How
not
long
that
ago
bad.
was that, bro?
This is probably a good 9 years ago.
Mm.
9 years ago. I remember my first 2 times I did was like in a university setup. So
So it's not a open mic
Mm-mm.
type of comedy club.
that time all I do, that time all don't have. I don't think it was big at that point. So at that point I did like a 5-minute set and people knew who I was. So even if I say bad jokes, people would laugh.
Bro, you've
right?
been popular for 9 years, so.
It's been a while, man. Now it's been a while. It's been a while.
You've been making videos since like, what, 2011?
Yeah.
Then what?
So you're an OG, lah.
I would like to say that lah. I paved the way.
Just
the,
like Jin Chak,
huh?
like Jane Chuck.
What did Jane Chuck do lah?
She paved the way.
Who's this?
Jane Chuck, you don't know?
I know the name, but I don't know what she has done. Just
Are
say
you
it.
trying to like insult her? No lah, she's just a. I also don't know what she's a blogger lah, blogger turned influencer, right? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So
Right.
maybe I'm the Indian Jane Chuck. Jane Chuck, right?
Jane Chuck. Wow. Okay, I thought.
I had
you guys
no
would know.
idea who you're talking about, dude.
Okay,
But yeah, so the first 2 times was fine. Then the third time, Harith is kinda reached out to me on my Facebook. I remember my Facebook
Are
page.
you fucking serious?
Legit, bro. That was when I'm like, this is when I sort of just slowly started building my name.
Okay, which platform? I want to know like.
YouTube and Facebook. This was the only 2 platforms.
YouTube and Facebook.
I started on YouTube and then I created my Facebook page as well.
So YouTube right now about 100,000 plus, right?
Now it's about 111k.
Back then, that time when Harith reached out.
Probably around 40.
Wow.
I guess 40, 30, 40 around
Okay.
there, if I'm not mistaken. And I remember when Harith messaged, I'm like, I was damn excited. I'm like, oh shit, Harith knows me, yada, yada, yada. And then he asked me to perform at Crack House.
Like, why did he say why he wanted
He
you?
said like because he saw because I was doing rant videos on my YouTube channel back then, and he said like, oh, you can do this on stage, it'll be funny and stuff. And he was saying that his wife found me funny and all that stuff as well. So he thought, oh, there's potential. So then anyways, I met up with Harith, starstruck, took a picture. I have a picture on my Instagram of me and him as well. Then he's like, oh, do this open mic shit in Crack House. He gave
Crack
me
House,
5 that time was Crack House.
I thought it's 2013, is it? They opened 14, 15.
I'm not too sure when, but I did it in Crack House. I remember clearly because it traumatized me for life. I went there, he thought I was pro, he gave me 5 minutes. So first time doing to a crowd I don't know. 5 minutes of silence was the worst. That was the last I would pick up. In my head, I'm like, this is it, I'm done. And Harith was saying before I went up on stage, he was like, oh, I'll call you for more shows. Never called me after that. Zero, right? And then years later, this year I told myself, I want to do again.
Yeah.
So that's when I started going. I did about 3.
So what was different now compared to 8 years ago? Because I'm sure after all that trauma, and then you had to go through like muster the courage.
Yeah, 100%.
So what did you do differently to prepare or get over that fucking the nerves?
I practice more. I practice in front of my friends before going up on stage as well. So I think that it helped, I guess.
It helped in confidence, but
And confidence lah. I think confidence is the key, man.
what do you think about practicing in front of friends? Because I always thought like when people say practice in front of friends, I feel like the only way to practice is on stage. Like I think that's of course the best way to practice. Do you do that?
It's when you practice in front of friends, do you like give like a full performance?
Full
or-
performance. Like what I did was I memorized the lines, as in my points and all, and I just redo the same thing on stage.
Doing rehearsals and practicing in front of friends it's a good thing to do because for a beginner, it's a must for you to stick to a script, not to go off script.
Yeah.
So to find that rhythm, to find that delivery, that consistency with the words and how you deliver it. So it's good to practice in front of friends. But it's sad that you couldn't do more sports in Crack House. It's very sad because Crack House is one of the most brutal
Oh, is it?
comedy spots.
Okay.
It's brutal. It can make you cry sometimes.
But what is
after a
the
show.
difference compared to let's say a Joke Factory?
Joke Factory is as fancy as
So
the
brutal
people
just in
who
the
sense
goes
sense.
there lah. I think the people who go there is completely different audience.
it's
Is it?
different. It's just atas people.
Atas people. Yeah, atas people, they're damn stingy with their laughs. It's like proper. I don't want to laugh, bitch. Fuck you.
Dude, I went with first time I did stand up. I can't remember when, 1-2 years ago. I went to comedy club. I messaged Rizal, then I say like I want to do a open mic set, and he says, why don't you come down and watch first? So I came down the next week and I watched, and then the week after I came, did I perform alone? Oh yeah. So the first time I did it was alone. I went there, I met Mat Sabah. You know Mat Sabah? Yeah,
hilarious. Yeah.
very nice dude. He was talking to me, and immediately I felt intimidated because the dude, right? Imagine just talking to him. He brought up his laptop. And it's just like 3 hours of material. I'm like, what the fuck? Then he's like telling me, I just drove 3 hours all the way to KL. Then I have to drive 3 hours back, just to do a gig. Then I'm like,
Where does he stay?
Sabah lah.
No. It's somewhere,
No.
somewhere 2 hours, 3 hours away from.
Gemas.
Shit, okay.
I'm gonna pretend like I know where Gemas
Yeah,
is.
let's pretend.
I still don't know where. I just heard him say Gemas. I was like, okay, bro.
So when you hear about like, let's say legit comics talk about the grind and hustle, right? This dude was literally showing me, like telling me about that. But of course, he's not trying to show off. He's just asking me, do you think this will work? It's so nice that he's asking someone who, I don't know shit about comedy. So it's like asking me, do you think this is nice or what? Yeah. So, I asked him to help me record also my first time. Went up on stage, and 3 minutes is what open micers would get, right? I think only halfway, I was conscious, only halfway, because before that, you just literally reciting. You don't know what the fuck's going on. Then after halfway, when I started to be conscious about what I'm doing, right, I realized like, oh, no one has laughed yet, not one, and they just looked at me, And if you're an audience, right, you're confused because you're waiting for the joke. Yeah. It's not that you think this guy's it sucks or what. You're still waiting. So after the set was over, I said something like, I thought that was what you guys wanted to hear. My lame ass fucking joke about getting 2 parking tickets 2 days in a row, right? What they really wanted to hear, what you guys really wanted to hear, I said like, Malay people are lazy, Indian people are liars, or Chinese people only think about money. I just said that shit, something like that, and people started laughing. That's when I realized like, oh fuck, man, like they see you reading off a script, or if you're like a robot, or yeah. I did it for maybe in the next maybe 4 or 5 months. I did 10 more times.
Ooh, okay.
I remember during my 5th or 6th time, right, came up for the first time, people started laughing. Like they're laughing legit.
Your 5th time, huh?
I don't know, 5th or 6th,
Okay.
right? They started laughing, and when they laughed, right, I looked around, and I paused for 30 seconds because I lost my train of thought.
Holy shit.
Then I said like, oh fuck, I sorry, I forgot. And when you say stuff like that, people laugh more.
Yeah.
Then I think the following week I did a set again, or the 8th or 9th time, right? Then I came off stage, and then results came to me and said like, bro, you did it good, man. People are laughing and all. Then I felt happy. Then after I did it the 10th time, I just never went back already. Yeah.
What made you not
Why?
go back?
What made me not go back? Because from the 9th to 10th time, it was probably I went 1 month later or 2 months later. Yeah. So I thought like, fuck man, if I want to go, first of all, I was so not consistent with the podcast, not at all. And then I tell myself, I need to focus on podcast first. Right, and if I do comedy, it has to be at least 2 times a week, man. You can't just 1 week, and especially if you want to have a career in comedy, right? It's getting more competitive also, right, in Malaysia.
The thing about having a career in comedy, when you join comedy, having a career is the last thing you think about. The very last thing. You just have to be good at it. Just be good at it.
What about those people that, when you say good
Fuck
at it,
those people, dude.
But
Care
then
about
like
your growth.
having the thought of turning into a career would drive you to do better, no?
Because like comedy is it's always on the job training, and you never know how bad you're gonna feel. Because I got my first laugh after 8 months,
that's crazy.
so there's
man.
no way you're gonna be like after
The
3
fact that
months.
you didn't give up for 8 months, you
Yeah.
respect.
So you forget about career. Just know that achieve greatness first. Like
Yeah.
kill,
5 minutes straight.
because when you start killing, right, people are taking notice. Already. They'll start booking you. If you're very good, people will book you. You don't have to look for people. Just be good at it first. Career all can fuck all
Career,
that
fuck
shit.
career, man. Who needs money?
You need laughters, bro.
Have you guys seen Rizal?
In jail or
Yeah, have you all seen Rizal
I
perform?
think I've seen him a few times performing.
I
Fucking
think
good,
just no,
bro.
just
like
on
really
TikTok.
fucking good. I remember watching him at the lineup. Was it him? Oh no. That was Hindra and Jason Leong. Oh no, sorry. I watched.
How could you confuse me?
He mixed it together. Indian side makes sense.
What I wanted to say is I saw him as well.
Oh my god, fucking stomach cramp.
No, dude, I haven't finished. Okay, so I saw Hindra at the lineup. He came on after Jason Leong. So Jason Leong is obviously more popular. But you could tell, like, maybe he wasn't having the best night. When Hindra came out, he's probably not as popular, right, Hindra? He fucking killed it. It was levels above. So probably he's having an off night. But I saw Rizal as well at Bobo KL, right? There was a lot of good comics that night. Who else? Kieran, Rizman, Jason Leong was the co-main event. Rizal came on and it's just another level. Jason Leong was good. Rizal just another level, man. And I don't even know whether that's his good material or what, but he's so natural, dude. Fucking smooth, dude.
Rizal is more present.
Very
while
present,
Jason is
bro.
more scripted.
It's very obvious, bro.
I mean, I think if I'm not mistaken, so I think prior to him doing like solo stand up, he used to have a YouTube channel with Rizal. He had a channel with another guy and Kavin J, if I'm not mistaken. And it was on YouTube. They used to do content. I think the channel was called Three Stooges or something. Bro, I loved that channel. It was really good. But after a while, I think their videos that they used to do was focusing on a lot of political stuff as well. So eventually, from what I heard, they got into some shit and they couldn't create content anymore. But the channel and everything they put out was just brilliant, bro.
Have you
Damn,
heard
no,
about
I've
that?
never heard that.
I
Stooges.
think I've heard about
Yeah,
that.
they were really good.
Three Stooges, but maybe it's not Rizal.
No. It was definitely Rizal, Kavin J, and another dude. I remember watching it. It was so good. This was around 2012 onwards, because I remember that because I was in uni. So,
But trust me, once you watch Rizal one time live, right, you know what I mean by it's some things, right? You'll be surprised. You'll think like maybe he's even thinking of it on the spot. You know, just so smooth, man. Yeah.
To me,
real
I
good.
always, in terms of in Malaysia, aside from Harresh, my favorite would be Kiran. I think Kiran Baladevan is crack as shit, man. Like that's my kind of comedy that I feel like I resonate. It's angry and just shouting. Yeah, that's my point. That's all.
First time I went to a crack house, Kieran was the host, right? My friends wanted to have a smoke before we go, and I'm keep telling them like, you know, show starts at 9. They told us to be there by 8:30, so they wanted to have a smoke at 8:45. So sure enough, we reached at 9:20 lah, right?
Of course.
And reached at 9:20, walked through the doors. Kieran straight away said, "Look at these fuckers, all come late." Yeah.
Hindra is good, lah.
Sorry, who?
Hindra. I mean, Kiran's good.
Kiran,
Sorry,
right?
my bad.
Yeah, the top three: Hindra, Kiran, and Rizal, dude.
Yeah,
These
Hindra
guys
also
are-
is good.
Hindra, I remember I watched him like
What about Jason Leong?
long time ago.
He's Chinese.
Jason Leong is good at marketing himself. I think
Of
think he's
course.
damn good at marketing. He's damn smart in that sense.
So when I was talking about having a career in comedy, right? I think like that's probably Jason's approach, dude, from the very beginning. He knew that he left his doctor job, so he has to fucking hustle fucking hard,
Yeah.
bro. And you can see also, lah, dude, amount of content he puts up and stuff like that. So Harresh, what's up?
Jason wipes his ass, right? So I'm not gonna support him.
Why are you so bad at Jason?
yeah, man.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
was trending 2 weeks ago, bro. Have some respect, bro.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't reply me, but yeah, sure, man.
All it is left one comment trending in Malaysia.
What was it? I
think this is funny or some shit like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, so he supported Jocelyn Chia's joke lah. He commented, right, and then it went viral. His comment on Jocelyn Chia's joke.
Are you related to her? Just checking.
Do I look like her?
Kind
yeah,
of.
dude. Especially the eyebrows, dude.
Yeah. Point to the camera.
Still a developing country.
Yo, you know there was a follow-up video to that. Did you see the interview video?
The podcast, is it? She was on the podcast.
She was on a podcast.
Some
Some like white lady was interviewing her.
Caprice did a repost on that.
Yeah,
No, I didn't
Caprice
see.
reposes everything.
What was it about?
She was asking somewhere along the lines of how many people died in the crash, and then Jocelyn was saying about 200, and then this lady 200 is not many.
yeah.
Then they both laugh.
Oh shit!
Hey man.
That's
Damn.
damn bad.
Hey.
It's fucking
Hey
terrible.
man.
Damn.
No, are you being real? Are you being serious, or you all thought it's funny?
That's
Google it up, man.
That's probably the amount of kids getting shot in schools like daily basis or some shit.
Because I thought it was funny.
It's,
No comment. I do not want to trend.
I think it's the way she laughs, man. It's damn annoying. Maybe if she changed her laugh, maybe it'd be funny.
That is a big part of it that they don't like how it came out lah. How it came out is just, it's pretty brutal. It doesn't seem tasteful, and it's really not funny lah. That's what I thought.
You sound like everyone in the comment section, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking hater.
Okay, what do you honestly think?
What
Yeah.
do I honestly? Yeah. Okay. What I honestly think
That was just the PR answer.
That's
right?
the PR answer. No, that's not the PR answer. But I'm saying that's how it sounded, right? What I honestly think, right? She said tragedy plus time equals comedy, which there is truth to that, correct? People make fun all the time of Bill Cosby raping 1 billion girls, right? They talk about 9/11 all the time, right? And if anyone in comedy scene, right, stand-up comedy scene, Harish would know very well, they say fucked up shit all the time. It happens all the time.
Correct.
Just so happens this particular time it caught fire. And what I cannot understand is people saying that the politicians coming out and saying like, we're gonna do a protest outside the Malaysian embassy in America.
Yeah.
But the politician is doing what a politician does, getting the support and power, right? And people just want more and more. They want her to pay they want payback more and more. Yeah. Do you think people who are not directly affected are actually more outraged? Because that's what it seems like to me.
Yeah, it's definitely
visibly.
Yeah.
And they've done interviews, right, of a widow of
one of the victims.
Yeah, victims. Would that person actually be in the headlines or do a story or a reaction to it if the media didn't hit her up? I mean, hey man, people are so emotionally invested in this. It could just be that it's quite fun, not fun, but it's a good distraction from everyday life, because everyday life ain't that easy. If you want to vent, right, maybe it's just, for example, your dad or mom scolding you when you're young, and then you're thinking, fuck, why is she scolding? It doesn't even make sense. People vent all the time. You just find different mediums to vent. That's what I honestly think. But that's just my opinion. I cannot see the link between how is everyone so fucking angry and they want revenge, or something like that. But that's not going to change anything. Everyone knows that's not going to change anything.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen? So in future, this doesn't happen again. It's going to keep on happening again, and a lot of it is not going to be picked up as well.
Yeah, a lot of people are still talking about it till today, but honestly, I just feel she wins the more we speak about her, Politicians I think our cops requested Interpol to look for something. Dude, I think it's a waste of time.
Hey man,
resources,
those people ain't doing shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they type out. They're like, okay, hari ni kita buat headline Interpol. Yeah, apa perkataan tu Interpol.
I love it, man. As content creators, this is all content for us to look and make content out of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, people are doing like when I see someone. Do you think Jason Leong was doing work?
Doing what?
Doing work when he commented, or that was his honest opinion. You know what I mean?
It's hard to tell. He could be sarcastic about it.
I think he thought it was funny, man. Do you think he thought it was funny?
But clearly he didn't. Nobody expected clearly he didn't expect the video to blow up and all. So
sometimes you don't feel like doing work, but great work was done.
Great work was done. Trending Malaysia. I want that as well.
That's true. That's the only time he trended, right? Just checking. Jason.
So we have MH370, we have 1MDB.
We have
What else?
MH17 as well.
MH17. What else do we have?
We have the Raja Bomo that was worldwide trending as well.
You got what?
The Raja Bomo, remember?
The idiot with the
The
coconut.
coconut. That was trending worldwide as well.
Oh, worldwide also.
Worldwide, man. That was. Then we have what's the Mongolian?
Nusantara.
Altantuya.
Altantuya, Nusantara.
Nusantara.
Who's Nusantara?
Oh, Jungle
Nusantara.
Book.
Isn't that Indonesia?
Yeah, Nusantara Prince.
probably. Killer 5 already.
5 lah. Nothing good
Orangutan. Orangutans are quite good, right?
Orangutans.
Rafflesia,
Orangutans.
Orangutans.
Is Raffles were never trending to it.
hornbills,
Hornbills are Malaysians.
Hornbills are already extinct, right?
No, there's quite a few. in
That's
Malaysia.
dinosaurs day.
I thought hornbills were extinct.
No, I think still like the bird park there's still got.
Rare, but there's still a
Go
lot.
to the KL bird park.
Calvert Park.
Got 2 species left. Oh, they tangkap the thing.
Bro, if you Google it, right, how
Yeah.
many I spoke to a wildlife conservationist dude, right? So I asked him like,
Such a random group of people speak. Okay, go on.
yeah, it's fucking random, but yeah,
This one
like
don't take it out,
But he was asking us, how do you think people do estimates? Like of, they always estimate, right, how
Yeah.
many animals. And then he asked me, how do you think they do it? And I'm like, I don't know how. He said they just count them. Like, what the fuck? They say, yeah, that's why they're not accurate. So if you Google how many hornbills there are left, they said like 200. But then it's definitely not 200 because one of this, there's this account called Small Towns My. Okay. Yeah, so they do compilations, really nice videography work of small towns. So they're always in the small town area, right? They see hornbills a lot, man. Like they just 4 hornbills standing together just the other day.
Then they count lah for like that. Oh.
No, they let the audience count.
Have you seen a hornbill egg?
Hornbill egg.
Yeah.
How does
Is it like a normal egg or?
like normal egg lah? It's a
Mm.
bird.
Okay,
thought
that
it's
was
a
like
bill.
colorful, like.
I
Hornbill is
feel
kind of colorful,
I
right?
think it will be
Is
like
it?
a urat,
Ooh, right? Like
like
veins.
dinosaur egg like that. Like
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
veins everywhere, like
Yeah.
like balls like that.
That'll be. Oh.
I
Okay.
think in my head, I feel like that should be a hornbill egg.
Right.
All eggs have veins, right? It's just not very
No,
visible.
the chicken egg was brown nicely.
Got
But
freckles.
Maybe
or
it's
that
just not so visible.
Probably.
Yeah, you shine a bright light, there's veins inside.
Could be.
Yeah, I used to have some chickens at home.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Then
Like-
you ate all of it, lah.
The eggs.
Wait, what kind of chickens are we talking about?
What's it? The ayam seremban.
From girls from Seraman lah.
Yeah, that you can.
Let's talk about birds, guys.
Really?
What kind of birds?
What's
What
your
kind of
favourite
birds?
bird?
Do you... I like parrots.
Birds, I've no knowledge about birds, man. I just know they fly. I think eagles look cool.
Eagles are very cool.
Mm.
American eagles.
Hey, have you
Falcons.
guys watched Pulau?
We need to
No,
talk about
we
Jocelyn
haven't.
again, man.
Shit. There's a scene. Have you guys seen Pulau?
No,
Yeah, I have.
Who forced you to watch, bro?
No, there's a scene.
Promo.
It's not a promo, but since we're talking about birds,
Yeah.
there'll be one scene in the movie.
I remember this.
Let's do this.
It's basically it's not exactly a spoiler. The scene will be the reason why we went inside the jungle was because one of our friend is following the bird. The bird is a hornbill actually.
Hornbill. Oh, there we go.
Sorry, bro. Wait. You were acting in Pulau. Sorry, bro. Fuck, now I think about it. Yeah, I remember also in the cast. Fuck, sorry.
But have you seen the movie?
No, I haven't seen.
There'll be a scene where this girl will be following the hornbill, the bird.
I'm gonna watch it, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, now that
Please
you mention
watch it.
I will.
And let me know what you think about the CGI of the bird.
Are you trying to shit on the movie?
I'm just saying,
You
man.
just want my opinion.
I'm just saying it's a CGI of the hornbill, like Microsoft Word, like picture like that.
For real,
They
though.
were masking. I don't know what it was, but
Dude, you
oh
should
my god.
Get Vishnu to help out with the editing.
I saw it.
Oh, you saw it?
I
You went to
literally
premiere, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, I think I would enjoy it because I like this style of movies. What do you call it? What do you call this?
Like everyone die.
Yeah, like die.
Wait,
I mean,
everyone
it's
dies?
not
Oops.
Oh shit.
oh shit.
But no, not exactly.
Okay.
Got plot twist in
okay,
there.
okay. Who the people acting? I only know Puyi and you.
The big ones. So let's name the big ones.
What's-
Me,
Yeah.
Puyi,
Okay.
Are you bigger or Puyi?
Mimi.
Okay.
Puyi became famous because of me.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't
The
forget
hornbill.
The hornbill.
The hornbill.
What's Hornbill's following?
About 7 million I heard last I checked.
Engagement? Okay.
Engagement's quite good. Not actually not. I think it bought followers. I think I don't know the hornbill.
shit.
The hornbill.
Fuck it. I want to buy her. Okay. Yeah.
Then there's of course there's Alif Sata. There's Amelia Henderson.
Oh, Amelia.
Mark is in the movie. Mark Odi is there as well. Jazz.
Just?
Sanjana
Sanjana
Suri.
is
Sanjana
there.
Suri is there.
Sanjana Surya is a nice name.
Bro, the other day
She's
there's,
very nice.
there's some.
Okay.
Who's Sanjana?
One of the actresses for Pulau.
She's very nice.
She's
okay.
a friend lah.
She's a friend, so we don't see her like that, bro.
attractive.
Maybe if you're not.
You had 5 beers.
No, this is
No,
too much.
she
dude.
is. She's the kind of person.
Yeah.
She's the kind of person.
She likes horoscopes.
She's a
is
really
it?
good friend. It's hard for me to like paint her in that picture. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like she's like a bro. But I feel like if I don't know her as a friend, then I think I'll find her.
When guys say that she's like a bro, it's really like a bro. Eh? When
Yeah.
girls say he's like a bro, it's not really a bro.
Yeah,
just friend zoned you.
though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You said Amelia, right? The other day got someone on my, I forgot what. Oh, it was the mamak lah, the mamak reel, right? Then some dude say, this is the type of content we want to see, not some stupid influencer studio sembang or people come here and dress. Like, wow, they're just haters for anything, bro.
For anything.
Yeah. I mean,
If you reach enough people, there will be some hate.
Haters make you famous, bro. You gotta have that.
I love haters, bro.
Really?
They give me content. They proper. I love seeing like hateful comment.
You started making content in 2011, right?
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
you got your first hate message?
I think that year itself I got.
Damn. Do you remember your first ever hate message?
that's
I
long
can't
ago.
exactly.
Okay, what's the worst hate message you ever received? They kind of shook you. It's like, the fuck?
Dude, after a while, you can't shoot you anymore, man.
Shit, I don't. That's a damn good question though. But I can't remember.
What was the most recent one?
The most recent one would be the racist. Like I posted a picture of my car and then like I milked it, bro. I made proper content out of it. Basically, I posted me with a car, and then someone was saying this is on my YouTube video. They were saying that how can an Indian Malaysian buy a car or some shit like that.
Oh,
Usually only Chinese can afford, and then suddenly he's like, oh, I think politicians need to help the Malay people. Like apa lancau, man. Then I made it. All I did was I screenshotted the comment, put it up on Twitter. I didn't even comment anything on it. I just said I don't know how to feel about this. Blew up like insane.
Yeah, I saw also.
Right now I'm like, oh, this is nice. Let's milk more. Right?
I'm surprised Caprice didn't share it.
Then another guy, same context, he was saying, Keling Paria beli kereta. Then that one I proper made Insta story. Then I don't know what happened to him. Like.
Keling Paria beli kereta. Dude, that is...
So they're angry at you for buying
Sick.
car.
That one pissed me off so much.
Okay, as I know as much as it pisses you off, but for some people that's a fucking good headline. It's a clickbait.
True. That's true.
Man,
But it was posted in a secret Facebook group.
Damn.
how did you find it?
A friend of mine is in the group. The bastard snitched. Then I got.
What's the group about?
It's like.
So, but all Indians buying
So
cars.
the name, I don't want to mention the name. Let's not give them promo and shit. But the group is basically
Bunch of idiots.
bunch of idiots just making like the worst, saying the worst shit, and then they laugh at each other.
They're
kind of thing.
gossiping basically.
Gossiping and saying racist shit, and then basically like no limits kind of stuff.
But the first time I've actually encountered like real, I think like this is the prominent one that I can remember lah. In first week of uni in Melbourne, right? This Singaporean dude, and he's like suddenly talking about one of the other our batch mates, right? Talking about him, he's an Indian from KL, right? And he says like, oh, you all want to go eat with him, so smelly, stinky Indian. Dude, serious, this is the first time I heard that. I was shocked, man.
Singaporean Chinese
Singaporean.
guy.
Of course, fair enough, he was this one really total dickhead. Everyone hated him.
Right.
Yeah. But just thought like, wouldn't you be smart enough? Like you got no social cues. Like you don't know how to read social cues.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
tell them in front. Just behind is
just
fine.
behind your back.
Yeah.
Your
Hey,
racist
boost-
friends,
yeah,
bro.
it's fine.
He was trying to like navigate who are the racist buddies.
Right.
Yeah. But
Mad.
As a Chinese guy, do you face a lot of racism?
I don't get the joke here.
It's a genuine question, man. I'm very curious. I feel like Chinese people don't complain about racism.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
You know,
huh?
okay, so you know when you hear stories of in Melbourne they beat up Asians
Yeah.
on the streets, all that shit,
Like
right?
for no reason. they just-
Yeah. It's never happened to me before. Never even had an encounter, but I have had friends that kena, man.
Oh really?
Yeah. So what happened is my buddy Gary was on the
Shout out to Gary.
shout out Gary on the tram with his girlfriend.
Is he
Then girlfriend.
okay? Is he still around?
I think you met Gary before, bro. Yeah. So, anyways, we were on the tram. He was on the tram with his GF group of happened two times. He encountered something like this, right? Group of teenagers. The teenagers, like the white teenagers, right? They're fucking naughty, man. Like they kind of they mature faster. Like their party face they get it out of their system faster than us. Yeah, because they're so used to partying and all since 12, 13 they start already. So they're really naughty, and on the tram they went up to to Gary's girlfriend and started like, saying some racist slurs, and I think punched her or slapped her, and then the glasses caught in her eye, and then she was bleeding. Yeah, she had to go hospital.
Fuck.
Yeah, and then my Oh, it was a bunch of girls doing it.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
Oh shit.
It's because they're young, you know. So they're
Why Gary didn't slap them?
Maybe he
can't
enjoyed
listen.
lah. The girl
He
fighting.
pushed
I
them.
will see as well.
he pushed them lah. Of course, you can't beat them because they're girls. See.
Or why not?
Yeah,
can't
why?
you
Why
beat
Why
them?
not, right?
Why not?
Yeah,
why
beat the
the
shit
fuck
out of
not,
them.
man?
bro.
If a girl starts a fight, I think whether you're guy or not, they deserve to get a slap.
You know what's power slap? Dana White got that new slap.
Sure,
fight.
yeah. Should get some shit like that, you
Yeah.
know.
Slap nicely. Can then sorry to cut your story and then?
That was it. Then you want to hear the other part? So the other part, then he came back to the apartment where we were all chilling and it's like, you know what the fuck happened? Blah blah blah. Yeah, so that's
That's
the end now of the story.
Yeah, actually,
That's a good ending.
white people are fucking parias, bro.
Hey, not all.
Not all lah, not all lah.
That's what I'm saying. It's no, they are. It's Kaling Paria Baika. You know what he's doing, bro? He's doing the tags in the YouTube. He's tagging. Kaling Paria Baika.
Oh my god. Dude, but some of them, dude, they're just mad, dude, when they drink and all that. Like, I
haven't
haven't,
faced any though.
bro, like,
Oh, you
okay,
mean,
even when I travel overseas, I've never really, like, encountered anything. But an uncle of mine, bro, he was in Melbourne, so he's a pilot. I mean, he's retired now and all that. So I think about 6 years ago, he was on work and he flew to Melbourne. He was flying back the next day. That night, he just went to a bar. These two drunk white guys beat the shit out of him, dude. Because they were just drunk. So he couldn't fly back the next day. He had some concussions and shit. He flew back the next day. Dude, these fellas are mad.
How old was your uncle when he got?
Dude, like, I think 57, 58. Old dude.
Oh damn.
Yeah. It's mad.
I had actually. I also have heard story like that. My dad's ex-boss, the son, got fucked up, man. Randomly, just
Really,
fucked up. Yeah.
Shit.
But then again, there's a story you hear. You don't know what actually happened. What? Let me think of with white guys. I've never like even in. I partied a fair bit, you know, in Melbourne. But that's because we're always in the Asian clubs. It's a fucking Asian thing to do.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Asian beer cafe.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the a bar, a very commercial bar. So
Yeah.
actually, there's a lot of white people there, dude. Yeah, Asian
There is,
people.
there is.
But anyways, there was once we were at Chinatown, right? Sorry, we were we are walking on a straight road. Sorry, the street. We are walking down this street. On the right is Chinatown. You can turn right and go into the Chinatown. It's a mini street, right? Like an alley. This two white guys ran out of the alley, and we were just looking probably from 50-30 meters away. They ran out of the alley, chased by about 8-9 Chinese Vietnamese dudes. China Vietnamese, and they beat them up badly.
shit.
Like everyone watched,
Damn.
and we were happy
Yeah.
because we know for a fact, right? But of course, we found out ourselves later on. One of my buddy kind of know one of them. They started it lah. They started throwing, saying racist slurs. And what do you think was going to happen? You're in Chinatown, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, what goes on in Chinatown? The fucking gangsters are there, bro. Yeah.
I think they should have this rule where if someone says racial slurs,
Yep.
they're allowed to be beaten.
Yeah. Regardless of gender.
Regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that should be like a rule in
That is
parliament. Should ask Sadiq to like
Do some stuff.
do
right?
some
Yeah.
TikTok video about it.
True.
Let me ask you this Not sure if y'all seen Conor McGregor in the headlines recently.
The rape allegations.
Yes. So, fuck man, this one the details I'm a bit blurry on it, but a lot of videos have already came out, and whatever her statement was, a lot of it is proven to be false already. The lawyer that she's working with to sue McGregor, right? McGregor's only statement is false, right? So the lawyer that the accuser, is working with, when you actually look at his history, he's had a deep history of having many false accusations of other celebrities. So that's his stick. Like that's what he does. He helps people, so-called victims, accuse people, and maybe some of the lawsuit battles they win. So yeah, that's what he does. Do you guys think that if you accuse someone of something so severe, right, with real consequences that could be like that could happen to McGregor, do you think something should happen to that person making the false accusation?
100%.
Equal
It's only
punishment.
Maybe you don't get jailed forever, of course, but yeah, there has to be something.
There has to be something.
Has to be
100%.
something, dude.
I spoke to this. So one time, something similar also, like it came to mind lah. So I was talking to this girl from a dating app, and she just said that
Grinder, is it?
I like how you speak about rape allegations in dating apps.
exactly. Listen, hear my point, hear my thought.
Okay.
So
Grinder.
okay, so
Were you sleeping?
no, he's just being Harish, dude. Yeah. So yeah, I spoke to her. I never met up with her. Yeah,
That's so sad. I'm so sorry.
Okay, alright, let's go.
I'm gonna watch Pulau after this. Okay, I spoke to her and then she said, "Oh, I almost got raped that time." Right? Then I'm like, "Why? What do you mean?" And then she said she was in the toilet, the handicapped toilet. She was in the handicapped toilet in the shopping mall. Right? Both their pants was down, and he almost put it in. So that's what she meant by rape. And I straight away told him, like, you can't say stuff like that.
Yeah.
The dude can literally go to fucking jail just
Hey,
because
but no, he was in the same toilet with her.
handicapped toilet, bro. They want a date lah. She met someone from Tinder.
They were about to have sex, lah.
She knew each other. She knew the guy, is it?
She went out, she chat with the guy, said, okay, let's go out together. Willingly said, let's go inside to the handicapped toilet together.
The men's one or the
I think handicapped is genderless, man.
really?
I don't actually.
Yeah, I
Actually,
don't
I
think
don't
there's
know.
a female
Why are you
handicap.
so particular
No,
about
because I don't think there's a separate toilet for handicap, but I think like in each
You don't
female
think?
one there's a stall for handicap.
There's a stall for the
gender?
handicapped.
There's also
man.
separate toilets for handicaps in every mall.
I never.
Most of the
Have you been to malls?
malls they have separate. But now I just there's no gender for it. It's just one.
Shit.
Yeah.
Trans people go there.
I didn't know this.
You guys are all naughty kids.
Dude, you didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So now both of them are in the
Yes.
toilet,
Okay.
and he took out his pants.
both of their pants were down. He
Okay.
almost slipped it in. That's what she
I mean,
said.
it was supposed to go in
Yeah,
because
but
both pants are down, but almost slipped in. What?
Did she consent to it?
Her pants are down, so that be consent.
no, bro. That's the thing. Of course, she didn't consent to it.
Okay.
Then
And,
it's-
and
if
for
it's-
and for all we know, she could have been saying the whole time, "The one lah, the one lah, the one lah," like that, right?
Oh.
They're already doing a lot of things, and she's in the toilet.
Oh,
I don't think he did this. Like drag her to the toilet. I don't think he did that.
right.
So, do you think it's rightful to say the word rape? So I immediately thought that, how can you say something like that? Like, it might be a grey line. I
Don't know, it's a grey line there, man. Because both of them, if she herself went there, she herself took her pants out, and then probably halfway through she's like, no, I don't want to do this,
but
and then he continued doing it. I think it's still under rape.
so
It's
if
pre-rape, lah.
if consent
Sounds bad.
if consent literally means that you have to say, okay, you can put it in right before it happens. Non-consensual sex happens all the time. It's just that because people never say it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If that is what the meaning of consent is, because that's what we are immediately thinking of right now. Like, did she actually say you can do it now? But then
But
again,
I think it's more to the idea of when she says no, not in a like flirty, jangan lah. If it's like no, like a firm no, then he does it, then I think it's considered
yeah.
rape. Because
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
damn
right,
weird
yeah.
to like ask for come sign the form, I'm gonna fuck
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Like it makes no sense. So it's a proper, which is your dating is this tough now, man.
Yeah, dude.
I'm so glad I'm in a very happy relationship. I'm way past all this dating, getting to know girls and shit.
How
Because
long
I
you been?
remember there was a phase of my life where everything is like, oh, can't do this, can't do that phase. I was damn scared to go out with, like, to hold hands, so I scared, bro. Somehow because plus like I have like I have like an online presence, right? And there was a phase where like everybody just wants to get all this content creators.
you want to get your dick off.
Not in that sense, they just want to like bring you down
Yeah.
phase. Like I wish it was that kind of shit lah. But
Yeah, but it wasn't.
so I was damn scared. So I I don't know how it is in this dating world right now, especially to get to know like girls and all. It's just tough, man. Everything is
That's
just
crazy, dude.
I think people are. This is just my observation. Okay. I've used dating apps for a long time, 2013, until a few years ago. So yeah, but anyways, back then people are not so open. Girls are, right. You will never see on their profile a short term hookup. You will never ever see something like that. Even if that's what they're looking for, they will not put it out there. Now you see 1 in 10 girls, the one is going to say they want something casual. So it's definitely, I think, younger generation, and a lot of the times it's actually not really just younger generation, just any age or so. It's just
Slutsler.
most gangs out there.
what? What did you say?
Slutsler.
What the?
It's a
What
face,
the
lah.
fuck,
No,
man?
it's
It's a face, man. Bro.
The correct term is whole bags.
It's a slut face, lah.
It's a hedonistic face.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is a slut face.
And
lah,
there's
okay.
nothing wrong
And there's
with
nothing
that.
wrong.
Nothing
with
wrong
that.
with
Nothing
That is
wrong
true, that
with
is
stuffing
Yeah.
3 dicks in your mouth.
It's okay to post nudes online.
Even if you're a guy.
Yeah, I
I think
agree.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Post, show everything to the world.
How's your dating life, dude?
It's good seeing someone now.
That's
in a
so cool.
relationship.
For how long,
So-
dude?
Okay,
Ooh,
so
is this your first public? Ooh,
actually,
oh
look at
shit!
that, yeah.
Spicy.
so officially since January of last year, so it's like 1.5 years.
Ooh.
Unofficially 7 years.
That's so cool, dude. Damn.
dude.
Look at
Okay.
his face. It was 7 years.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, something's going wrong with
How did y'all meet?
So I think when I was in uni, on Facebook, you'll just go through profiles and stuff. So
Bro, he's one of those creep lah.
back then.
ASL.
Shout out. Omegle didn't help much, love. Yeah. So I think we went for like 2 dates and all that. Then I realized, like, okay, this is probably not gonna work. So that was it. I just like disappeared, and like
You ghosted her.
I ghosted. No, not really ghosted. We kind of ended like we stopped talking based on like a few things, but I remember we ended badly. Like she just didn't want to talk to me anymore. And then I think around 2015, huh?
You tried to slide it in.
I think in 2015, I remember her birthday. For some reason, I always did. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. And I was changing phones to a new phone. So I said, okay, let's just see all the old messages on my old phone one more time. Then I was like, hey, I had messages from this girl or so. So I decided to just wish her for her birthday. She just responded. Then we just like hung out a few times. Not as often. So when I said 7 years, it's not like I'm seeing her like every week or something. So it's like maybe we'll meet up once every 2 months just to hang out and all. So after a while, we just got so used to each other. So when I started seeing other people and how I hated the fact that it was so like when you see other people and they're like they have different opinions and they're just like so
You have to open up again, lah.
yeah, I
right?
was like, you know what, screw it, lah.
But that time where you said like you wouldn't see each other all the time, but just periodically, were y'all intimate or just friend?
Not straight up, lah. Like it maybe like
cheeky, here and there.
yeah.
Did you
Like
go to
the
MCOP Mall? lah?
Not a cop. Subang Parade. Sometimes Summit also, lah.
Oh my, that's so cool, dude. OG lah.
Yeah, but that was it, lah.
What about you, man, Harish?
Me?
Harish
Yeah.
has a girlfriend for
I have a
don't know,
girlfriend
years already,
of
bro.
3
Oh,
years.
3 years, huh?
She's
Yeah.
always at the lineup. I've seen her.
Yeah,
right?
She's always
Yeah.
at the lineup. Yeah,
Nice.
she always judges me.
Ashraf Kamal. That's
Ashraf Kamal.
Ashraf, he has many girls now. Haha.
Oh my god, Ashraf is player, dude.
is he?
Let me tell you something about Ashraf, okay? Should I I'm gonna say this first, and I think he should be cool with it, lah. But you tell me whether he's cool with it, lah. If it's not, then
What?
I'll
I
just-
know Ashraf.
Okay, I'll ask Ashraf later
boyfriend.
whether he's cool with it. Okay, so this Ashraf, you know how Ashraf is, right? He's a fucking happy-to-go-lucky.
Yeah, he's
and
not gonna be
just-
cool with that, dude.
Yeah, he'll probably hate you saying it.
You know what I'm saying?
He wants
No, tell him.
he wants you to say he's a conservative Zaki Naik follower or something.
Yeah.
Was. Yeah. Okay, no lah, not Zaki Naik, but then yeah. Anyways, he. Okay, so he's just a typical comedian. Just fucking funny dude, right? Doesn't give a fuck. He told me that he started jacking off, masturbating, in uni, right? Very late.
Okay, late bloomer.
Yes, or even
Damn.
late. No, not any uni. Something like 21 or some shit like that, lah. Okay,
Shit.
very very late. Then he told me like there's a big change in just his whole personality. He had temper issues. Very very serious and stressed out person.
After
After he
jerking
started
off.
wanking.
Before he started ranking, yeah.
wow.
So now he's kind of just exploring dating. Last time he had a girlfriend for many years,
Yeah.
7 years or something, and it's just those very conservative relationship. Probably hold hands only or no hold hands. I forgot. I think no hold hands also.
No hold hands. I
Damn.
Cannot hold
Hey
hands.
bro, Muslim lah.
Yeah, cannot hold hands.
So now he's that person lah. So when he told me that, I'm like, oh, like because I believe everyone has phases, right? Sometimes you see, let's say if a girl or a guy has been tied down from 12, 13 years old until 21, then they finally break up. I feel like the last thing you should do is get right into another long relationship who you want to
Yeah.
find who you want to actually have a family with, right?
Yeah.
If that's what you're doing, I do feel like a lot of the times that's the reasons why the adultery, all that shit happens, cheating and all.
Yeah. I think everyone needs a whole face in their life, man. Whole face is like damn important to know what kind of partner you want to be with, and also get out all your horniness out of the system.
I haven't had mine.
Definitely,
Yeah.
bro.
It's not too late, man. You still can.
It's not
Don't
too late,
worry, it's not the end, man.
Yeah,
Harresh.
we won't tell Leah, bro. Okay,
So you kind of announced her name already.
it's okay, I take it off.
No, that I know.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Have you gone through your whole phase, Vishro?
He's still going.
I think I'm
He's still in there.
Okay, that's so cool, dude.
Even
No.
while having a girlfriend, still going through whole face.
It's okay, we won't tell her.
What about you, Brian?
Yeah, I definitely had a whole face, man.
Oh, you
Yeah.
had a whole phase.
Of course, because, dude, first time I started talking to chicks was what? Damn late, man. 16, 17. Like, even talking, I was shit scared and just the type where my face get red immediately.
Your
in
face get
school.
red.
Immediately, bro. I just cannot. Because I was so traumatized for one, my friends were making fun of me, teasing me all the time about this girl. That, saying that I like this girl in Form 1. But the thing is, right, there's not many pretty girls in our class, so they just immediately linked me with that girl. And yeah, I became a target of a bully victim.
Is this a Chinese school or?
BU4 in front of one Utama is a Kebangsaan.
Oh, okay.
But that helps you, know. Like in terms of, let's say when we were younger, like I think most of us at least, were afraid to approach a girl. But when your friends like constantly make fun, oh, you like her, now the girl is aware of that as well, and it's easier for you to like masuk.
That's one way it could turn out lah. For me, I was such a fucking feeder, right? Like I just could not bring myself to even make conversation. If I'm even a tiny bit attracted, I can't make conversation. If I'm not attracted at all, zero, then yeah, can, right? So it was so bad until the girl even can multiple times come up to me and just say, "Hey, you like me, is it? Huh?
Oh,
Yeah, that time."
Damn.
Yeah, I'm just like, "No." And I'm just, "No, I don't. Are you crazy?" Yeah, so it's not her fault, it's me.
I wish I
Yeah.
went through something like that. It was always
Why?
me. So when I did that,
Yeah.
the girl will run away.
Did what?
Hey. Oh, wait. No, yeah. No, wait. I kind of fucked up my own chain of thought. Fuck.
But now are you seeing someone? Are you in a relationship?
No, I'm not.
But
Yeah.
you're dating around, whole face
Sure.
lah.
It's toning down.
Toning
Let's just
down.
put it that way, lah. Yeah.
I think my peak
Because
whole
you-
phase was when I was thin. lah.
Thin.
After school, lost the
Uni,
weight.
is it?
Yeah, during uni, yeah.
I think 21 to 25 is a good whole face year.
The whole phase is usually once you start partying also lah and drinking. lah. Yeah.
It always starts off after the first breakup. I think
Yeah, yeah.
a lot of people
Yeah.
become
Long-term relationship
long-term.
breakup.
That
Yeah.
is true, yeah.
Yeah.
I was in Melbourne. I seen so many fucking girls or guys come over and long distance, and they've been in relationships for 5, 6, 7 years, and the girl just cheats all the time in front of everyone. Then I just think like, fuck, man, it's not easy, dude. Like you're young, you're already committed into a relationship, and love is a very strong drug, right? It's hard to let go. And then suddenly you're in this new country where entertainment, nightlife, it's just endless, infinite, in amounts where you've never experienced before. And you're supposed to just remain and keep to yourself. Like, I mean, it's not easy, but yeah, eventually they broke up, and then people find new partners. Yeah. How long you been with your GF, man, Vikar?
Mine is close to 3 years.
Yeah,
2
and
plus.
I assume it's a very
So
healthy
fast.
age already, dude.
Yeah.
Very healthy age. If you're looking to get serious and make some babies.
that one not healthy age yet.
But are you looking to have a child like
Hey, man, the man's
5 years down the
uncomfortable.
road?
Yo, that's
Uh,
very 50. There are days I feel like having a kid is damn nice,
Mm.
but there are days where I overthink.
Mm.
Like, oh, it's not easy to raise a child, man. And especially in this environment that we live in, you see like the people you see out there, man. It's not a safe world to raise a kid, and then everything is expensive for shit.
But also at the same time, no one is ever fully prepared to have a baby.
100%.
Ever.
100%.
I like to think of it as, for a lot of people, when you have a kid, you kind of level up in terms of responsibility in everything. You just
You
level
have
up.
to level up.
You have to. If you don't level up, it might be rightful to just call you a shitty person. Lah.
Yeah.
But yeah, would you? Sometimes I feel like even asking my parents, like, actually, like, if you didn't have kids, what type of life would you live? You know, probably they wouldn't care so much. You know, they will be enjoying that bachelor life, but also it also becomes very. There's more meaning when you have a family.
True.
That's
There's
true.
a purpose. There's a
Bro,
purpose in
fuck,
life.
we
I guess.
already live almost 30 years, everyone, right? How old are you this year?
31, dude.
Yeah, 30 years. 30 years already is enough for you to realize, like, so what, another 30 years like this? Or, you know what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah. So it's like people who date for a long time, then they say, like, if you want to get married, you can't date for too long and then only get married because they'll get bored, or you have to go to the next level.
Some say you have to date for 7 years. I think it's a Chinese belief, right? When after 7,
I also believed in it.
7 years.
Yes.
But
like
why
after
did you believe in that?
No, I mean, I just heard the thought, then kind of resonated with my situation. So 7
Because
years.
I think the whole idea of 7 years, if you can tahan with that person, which means
Yeah.
you're a strong, solid foundation.
Exactly, yeah.
Go on, move on with life.
I feel like it's definitely very sad when you see people. I personally have some best friends, right, like in Melbourne, Indonesian dude. 8 years was dating, very sweet girl. Also, she was also our friend the whole time, and then they just could not get married because of race issue, right? One was Muslim, one is Chinese.
Shit.
But one is Muslim, one is Chinese. And you know, in Indonesia, right, it's actually, not sure if you all are aware, the race thing is way worse than Malaysia.
But there you don't
Way
have
worse,
to
bro.
convert, right?
When I say you don't have to convert, but when I say way worse, I just realized I keep eating this fucking thing.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Yeah, I
Throughout the-
forgot to do this.
Some ASMR shit.
Yeah, but yeah, when I say worse, I mean like in terms of the historical trauma in 1970s or something, right, bro? So one day I googled the best all-time documentary films. You guys fans of documentaries?
Love documentaries.
Have you ever googled top documentaries?
Never thought
Not
about
really.
that.
Exactly, right. I loved it for quite a while, but I never thought about that. So maybe some that you've probably in the top 10 list would probably be the Blackfish, not Blackfish. Blackfish, the one about the whale. Do you watch that? So
Like,
what's a good one?
animal documentaries, I'm not much of a fan. I like serial killer documentaries.
Oh, what's that? You watch the Dharma series?
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it also. Okay, yeah, I'm
good.
saying so. If you can go back to Dharma, man, after that. Okay, so yeah, I was saying
The fish.
the number one series is called The Act of Killing. So it's a documentation of the producer or director or creator, whatever. He went over to Indonesia to go and document how they are living right now after all the shit that's happened in 70s or 80s, I can't remember. So death toll was about 1 million or more, should be more, of it's basically mostly like Malay versus Chinese, that type. So a lot of Chinese died. Yeah, death toll. Look, our death toll for what date is it? Yeah,
What day
May
is it?
13. May 13.
Made it-
Yeah,
May
our
13.
death toll for May 13 is less than 1,000 or 1,000 at max. There is millions. So the historical trauma is still very relevant. So anyways, those people back then, right, bro, it's a fucking insane documentary. Those people back then, the so-called gangsters, right, they were living like rock stars. They're documenting how they brought them to this rooftop place, used the wire and, you know, start killing, and they just executed people for no
In
reason.
the documentary, they visually show all that, is it?
They did. They showed it, and guess who was demonstrating? Those people back then. They are still right now living.
70s means they're still alive now.
Yeah, living now, and they are still rock stars in that country. They are very powerful people. Okay, so they are living like rock stars right now in that country, and they were demonstrating the glory days. Literally, you can see the smiles and in their faces. It's like when you think about, I don't know, when I think about like I was in Melbourne and just partying all carefree days, that's how it seemed like to them. They're showing how they would be at the club downstairs, smoke, drink, whatever, and then come back upstairs and kill people. You know, that's just one scene of it. So it's really fucking amazing documentary. One of the craziest moments that I've seen, right? I mean, the scenes from the film, right, was this dude. He interviewed, so Anwar Congo he's one of the biggest gangsters back then, communists, so-called communists, right? He was talking to this person who was helping him. Somehow he was in the dressing room because he's very willingly spoke with the director. He liked the idea of the whole documentary, so he was very cooperative. He wanted people to know what he did and everything. So in one scene, they were in a dressing room, and he was talking to this person who is the son of a person where he went to the house when he was young and just cut him up or killed him, brutally killed him.
Shit.
And he was having a chat with the son, asking the son to tell about the moment, and he's smiling and laughing. He's like having good times, and the guy that is telling the story is like smiling and laughing too, but obviously it's out of fear. So it's quite fucked up, man. Like, and the thing is, people don't know that shit, man. People think that Malaysia Chinese Muslim is really fucking bad. The history, that is insane, bro. Tenfold. Yeah.
But now in Indonesia, how's the?
I wouldn't know. All I know is I remember when I was in 18, 19, I was talking to a Chinese Indonesian in Indonesia, Chinese Indonesians, they got Indonesian names, right? Yeah. So I was talking to her, and she was telling me like it's actually bad. It actually is bad. So I would assume it's something like us here. We don't see it visibly, but we know there is. Of course, it's also not the majority of people.
Right.
Yeah, but I assume it's something like that. Yeah.
Have you guys ever heard about the stories in Cambodia or not?
What's up?
Like, so I was in Phnom Penh in January. I went there just on holiday with a couple of friends. The story is kind of like
Hey, bro,
similar. Yeah.
Do you mind just put that story up? I'll take a piece.
Yeah. All good, all good. No, I'm good, dude.
So it's gonna continue recording, is it?
Can la, let's just talk shit la.
What are your plans of this?
Nothing la. What kind of fuck up podcast is this la? Yeah.
Halfway
through. Oh my god.
Yeah, you were saying about Cambodia.
Yeah, dude. So I was there in January with a couple of college friends and all that. So we wanted to see like what the country is
Which part,
about.
dude?
Phnom Penh.
Is that it's not what's the capital of Cambodia?
Hat Yai.
That's in Thailand.
It's in Thailand.
Uncle
Uncle Wat's like the other side, but I'm not sure if it's the capital.
Uncle Wat is in Thailand though. Eh?
Huh? No, it's not. It's in Cambodia.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Angkor Wat is Cambodia.
Then Uncle Wat is the capital?
Let's make it lah.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
It's the capital.
No, Cambodia.
Cambodia.
Is it really?
Kombucha is it? Okay, yeah, so
Okay, dude. So I think this was in the 1970s, dude. If you go to Cambodia yourself, there are actually a lot of places. Like, I mean, not a lot of places now, but back then in the 70s, there was this guy. His name is Pol Pot. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Pol Pot, wow.
He was literally a dictator.
yeah.
I think he started out, he was a teacher first. and no really
He's a teacher.
yeah. So then he went to France or something to get his education. Then he was somehow so fascinated by communism and all that, so he came back and it's like, you know what, I'm gonna do this for Cambodia lah, okay. So he somehow became so popular, people started liking him and all that shit, and that's how he got into power, I guess lah. And then what he did was, over the span of 4 to 5 years, he killed about 3 million Cambodians.
Ooh, nice.
In silence,
Nice,
dude.
nice.
So what happened was that...
Bro, how do you do that in silence? What the hell?
Yeah, so literally, dude, so I went to this
'Cause
camp,
yeah.
like where it's a tourist attraction now, right? What his plan was, he felt that Cambodia was too westernized in terms of medicine, education, and all that stuff. So what he did was, people from the city, educated people like from teachers, policemen, politicians, and all that, he somehow managed to get an army to drive them out of the city into camps that are in like the countryside, okay? So many campsites, like detention camps over there. And that's where they kill them, you know, dude. So literally I went one and they showed you like from the start of the tour, like this is where lorries come, they drop all these people here, and this is where they all executed and all that. Literally there are grave sites there, dude. And one disturbing part was that if you are kidnapped like with babies and stuff, there's literally a tree there where the soldiers just take the baby and smash their heads on the tree and stuff. And they just put them there. And when these executions all are happening, they play like a song. So like neighboring cities or whatever, they don't hear anything. And they spray a lot of chemicals across the body. So it's like, it's pretty
Question.
freaky. Yeah.
Okay, so the guy hates the westernization of Cambodia, but did he kill the locals?
Oh, right,
Or-
you're talking
The
about
locals,
English.
dude.
But why did he kill the locals?
Because he wanted to have a generation of people where they are not modern in thinking and stuff like that.
Basically, he's a crazy person.
Dude, it was mad. I think then after a while, I'm not sure what exactly happened. Vietnam invaded, and he fled to Indonesia or somewhere in Thailand, if I'm not mistaken. And eventually, he got poisoned or something like that. But just being there, dude, is like damn sad. Yeah,
How long ago was this?
dude, 1970s or 1980s.
Yeah, he's
I think.
Pol Pot's is on the list, man, of top 10 craziest dictators.
Dude, it's like a real life Thanos, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pol Pot. Like, when I saw his picture, I was quite surprised. He looks like some market fishmonger like that. But like,
I mean,
dude.
isn't that how all Cambodians look like?
Yo.
I mean,
I saw his picture, I thought, yeah, that's how you should look like. Yeah, Vikar, your turn to talk about a dictator.
I think it looks like Raiden, right?
read.
This one Pol Pot. Researcher. He's a researcher. I think it's the wrong Pol Pot.
No, it's POLPOT.
No, it's him, his secret killings, bro.
Go back. It's not PAUL.
Oh.
Yeah, POL.
P-O-L.
That's the first one.
Oh, Pol Pot. Oh, like a typical guy lah. Hey, look a bit like the North Korean guy, Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong.
Is that
It's,
not
it's
how you
people
thought it
who
would
has hair like that means you have to be a dictator. Pol Pot.
He was definitely inspired by him.
100%.
Fan
See,
boy
look at it. Proper like,
Isn't that what you expect him to look like?
yeah.
Same,
Like
dude.
I'm not like surprised.
Or like, I mean, obviously here he looks like a proper person, but I think the earlier photos, like they had in this detention camp, he did not look like
No, I
this.
could have sworn my friend's father looks like this as well. I have a friend whose father looks like
Yeah,
this.
dude.
Shit.
Pol Pot.
Maybe he's
Uncle
still
look like
alive, lah.
Hey, my favorite dictator is Genghis Khan.
Oof.
That's damn
my
long
boy.
ago.
Is he a dictator? Technically,
I don't think
he's
he's is he a dictator? I don't know
In
what
modern
defines
times,
it.
he'll be labeled as that. Like
I guess so. Back then it was he's just
Emperor,
a
right?
he's what do you
He's
call that?
just fucking
He's the
around.
goat,
obviously. Yeah, he's a goat, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Shout out to
GK.
GK Genghis
Yeah.
Khan.
K.
That's my
Who's
story.
your favorite dictator?
Bro, that's too short. Eh?
Xi Jinping.
Kim Jong Un, man. I think he's the greatest dictator of all time. He's so great to a point. People who live in North Korea don't even know what's happening in the world outside
Yeah.
of North Korea. Which
Respect, bro.
dictator has done that shit?
And he's
Respect.
friends with Dennis Rodman.
Dennis
Yeah, bro.
Rodman, yeah.
Did you know that he could drink like 10, 12 bottles of wine every night?
Every night,
Yeah.
How you knew about this fact?
Because you know who's Yeonmi Park? You guys don't know Yeonmi? Yeah, you guys should check out. So this
Chick
chick,
who ran away from.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
She went on Joe Rogan. The first thing you guys are gonna notice is she got a set of
Baggies.
yeah.
She's hot, dude.
Yeah, she's hot. Yeah,
Yeah.
got some knockers.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
anyways, she said that Kim Jong Un drinks like what 10-12 bottles of wine. So there's a lot of criticism saying that she's also, in reality, if you actually go and search her up, right, they say that she's like the Kim Kardashian of North Korea. So she's already related to the royalty. She had a very good life lah, compared to a lot of the normal citizens there. So still, you really wouldn't know which story is true. Her story that she tells is like basically she's just fucked lah. Like what all the other citizens, dirt poor, eating, got nothing to eat, all that shit lah. She is very skinny though. Yeah.
That's one country I've always been wanting to visit, man.
North Korea.
I think it'll be a damn interesting
People
place to
visit it
visit.
though. A lot of people.
Do like a vlog, like content out of it.
You can't
In-
take videos though.
No, you can. Only certain places you can. As long as you follow the tour,
Yeah.
they will. I watched a bunch of vlogs. They were saying like they only allow you to shoot here. You
But
can't shoot outside of that.
The ones that you can shoot, right? That one don't get the views though. It's the people that do the illegal
Do
one.
stupid shit.
Yeah, I see. That's you've seen, right?
I've seen one. I think one of the
few
craziest
already.
stories is the guy who stole the artwork. Do you remember the
Oh,
story?
no.
This the flag. No, it's like in a hotel. One of this floor they're not supposed to go to. So this American, obviously, they're the ones who do this dumb shit.
Yeah.
He goes to this floor, takes out like a painting or some shit, and obviously got caught. He's dead, Adila now basically.
Oh,
He's
shit.
basically he went
What
to
do you expect,
prison.
bro?
Yeah, he went to prison. They had like this whole law system going on. Eventually, they sent him back. I don't know after how many years. Sent him back to the States, but he died after. But they sent him like he was a veggie by then, Adila. Then he died after like.
It's a what do
It's
you
a
call that?
damn famous case, man.
But this was how long ago?
This is probably 5, 6, 7 years ago.
When they send her back to the United States, it's basically a warning. A warning.
A warning sign.
Yeah, it is. Like, don't do that shit again. You know, we mean business. Do you think they use phones over there?
Yeah, is there internet in North Korea?
No, I
I have
don't.
no
I don't
idea.
think so.
I
dude.
don't think they have internet access. They don't know nothing about the world.
You would, if you want to implement internet there in North Korea, you would have to basically make it a very personalized for North Korea one where you cannot find information about the world outside, right? But what is the point of having an internet if you cannot find information outside? And even if they were to have North Korean internet and create their own information and all, that's so much work. They ain't gonna do that.
Ain't gonna do
Like, do you guys know how often does Dennis Rodman visits? Is it like every month or every year?
I have no idea.
Because like back then we were talking about what's his name, Genghis Khan, right? So do you guys know about Marco Polo? So he's
what
like a
is that, bro?
traveler, right?
Wait, what's Marco Polo?
The series.
This is like, sorry, what?
Oh,
Did you say a series?
there is a series called Marco
Yeah,
Polo.
of course there is.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
Of course, they
that.
made a movie.
But what is Marco Polo? The game, is it?
It's this dude who travels and he acts as the eyes and ears for a lot of emperors. So Genghis Khan will like hire him to like go to places to scout and see what's happening other lands, and then gives him info, because Genghis Khan can't go anywhere. So pretty much that person is his internet.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So is Dennis Rodman the internet for Kim Jong?
Could be, you know.
Motherfucker, you never know,
Kim
dude.
Jong Un has his own internet, bro.
Okay, no,
Let's
I'm
be
just-
real, man.
Yeah,
He's
dude.
watching Netflix every day. What else he gonna do?
You never know,
He's gonna
bro.
watch his fucking Korean porn, dude. He's watching all types
I've
of
never
porn.
watched
okay?
Korean porn.
Well, you've watched Malaysian porn, then it's the
I've
same.
never watched Korean. Okay, have you guys watched Malaysian porn?
Yeah,
What the fuck, bro?
Of course.
Bro, okay, this is a
Which
question.
channel Astra Wani? Just kidding. Sorry.
Okay, bro. For me, ever since I was young, I have never watched anything other than amateur porn.
What?
That was it.
Are you same? You say you're same?
Respect, bro.
No, mine I explored, man.
I have explored, but I found out early on that I just
Amateur
don't
is the
like.
better one, lah.
I just
to
don't
be
like-
fair.
It's
Yeah.
very natural.
It's natural.
Yeah, it's more hard.
I just don't
Small
like
passion.
professional because it's the moment it's professional, it's so obvious that I cannot find that like entertaining or what.
So you've never watched Fake Taxi, Naughty America?
I have. That's why when I was young, I've watched those stuff, but I realized like, oh, amateurs.
Amateur is the best one, lah. Like I like Malaysia. You don't watch Malaysian, right? Wawashira, all that you don't know.
No, dude.
Hey,
Where
bro,
did I
trust
find all
me,
those?
Bunny Jan Jan, you don't know.
What the hell is that?
Belly Jelly.
Belly jelly.
You don't know what's that? You know she went.
No
on,
lah,
like-
that's damn bad lah. That one, her thing got leaked. So I
Have
don't
you
think
worked
it's
with her
fair.
before, bro?
I've
You have,
not
ah?
worked with her, but I was in a panel with her before.
Okay, yeah. Of course it's bad, man. This is how shit.
That's damn
Jelly
Christian.
belly what?
Just go and search it on X Hamster. Yeah.
No, there was another one. This Malay influencer.
You sure?
The one PN paid. What's her name, man?
God, man.
Go.
Share
She's
already,
damn big.
Gongsi, the tits
She's
is it?
damn big.
Yo,
Damn.
can't remember her name, man. But she's a big time influencer, Malay influencer. Like
What type of big-
number wise
Oh.
and like every other wise as well.
Assets.
Yeah. But Malaysian, man, telling you, man, it's the way to go. Because you know what, you feel like you can relate.
Yeah. Feels like home.
Feels like home.
Guys,
And because it's so haram, it makes it so like
Sexy.
why do you think there's so much of it? Because that's what they all watch too. Local Malaysians all watch that.
yeah. You
Right.
see, XMs, all millions of views go.
You know, Malaysia is one of the highest, or if not the highest, porn
Yeah,
consumption.
yeah.
It's number one in something.
I think
guess.
India is number one, but
India number
India?
one. Huh?
yeah, Malaysia is damn fucking high, bro. Don't you think it doesn't it make kind of makes sense that the more conservative, more third world country it is, the higher porn consumption.
Yeah.
Whereas, of course, whereas countries like let's say Europe, all right,
It's more production.
they are
lah.
as open as it is already, right? It doesn't get any more open. They're, I mean, in terms of like, being sexual and all, they're not on the list. You know,
Yeah.
So
It's the more you conserve, the more people are curious, the more it's gonna.
like oppression leads to expression.
Yeah,
Damn, bro.
that's a damn
Whoa,
good term,
whoa,
man.
whoa,
So
damn.
Oppression leads to expression. Ooh, shit.
I'm a doctor already.
What's the
God
smartest
damn,
thing
he
you
was
said?
waiting for that moment to
Yeah,
say that. You know?
dude.
Said that many times, but
wait,
I've never gotten this reaction though.
It's the smartest thing you've ever said on this podcast.
Yeah, someone wearing a UFC t-shirt some
Brains and bronze.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I think you should end it here.
It's not gonna get better.
It's, what? How can you top that?
Oppression
It's the
leads to
most profound
expression.
thing, dude.
Shit, bro.
Bro, just
You should print out T-shirts and sell. Bro.
Yeah, dude.
bro, but
Have
you
you
all
not
never
started
heard that
much?
before.
I've not-
No, we have
oh,
to-
you didn't come up with that, is it?
No,
Shit, I thought he made
Yeah.
that.
No, I
Damn.
actually did, bro.
Yeah, I know you made it up. but-
No, like I actually did, as in I've said a different version of it, which I don't know whether it makes sense. Suppression leads to expression. Isn't that the same? What's the difference between
Okay, now you're just
Are you guys
ruining
smart
the
enough?
whole thing, dude. It's just-
Suppression is more of a personal thing. Oppression is acted upon by authority.
you know, on a societal level,
Yeah.
Throw in big words, bro. Come on, let's go. Societal.
analytical evolution of humanitarian
Fascism.
fascism. What's the other word? Virtual signaling.
Let's just dump all this words.
Yeah, just dump more words.
Do you
That's-
think prostitution should be legalized here in Malaysia?
Yes.
very good question. It's like this one is like jom pas semua datang komen. Yeah. Should prostitution be illegal?
Should be legalized.
Are they doing anything about not legalizing it? Is it gonna change? There's so many things to think about.
But on a bigger picture, do you think it's gonna give a positive impact or a negative impact?
could be positive, you know, it can help with the economy. I mean, we can't bring Coldplay for more than one show. I mean, it's one way of an income, lah.
Okay, so how's Coldplay related to prostitution?
I have no idea. I try to sound smart, lah, with you. You all.
You sound dumber, bro.
So let's try and brainstorm this shit, lah. So the pros of legalizing prostitution, okay? Of course, monetary wise, is a win for the country. The cons is it is a generational influence on younger people to actually pursue that type of career because they realize that it's legal, it's a legit career path, and they will pursue that. Another thing to think about is like whether it's legal or not, right? This is also something that I think is very important, lah. how many percent of parents, if your daughter tells them their daughter tells them that they want to be a prostitute, that they would actually be happy? And does that even matter whether the parents are happy? Maybe the parents are also stuck in the past. Maybe they are also not accustomed to new forms of making money, professions. It's kind of endless, man. Yeah. What do you all think?
I'm thinking, I feel like these days girls are sleeping around everywhere. Might as well make money out of it, right? Help them. And also, no, on a more serious note, I think legalizing would actually save these people in a sense of they'll get proper healthcare, right? Ooh, sounding smart. Oh,
Damn, bro.
Can prevent like AIDS and SARS. Give me some more.
Bro,
give me more diseases.
COVID
from like.
It to be trending, bro.
To be trending.
Monkeypox. Is monkeypox recent?
Monkeypox is.
disappeared, I think.
It's like last year, right? Still not bad, Okay, not bad.
It trend for a while. It tried.
It tried to lah.
What was I saying?
I don't know about healthcare.
Healthcare. Yeah.
So usually like prostitution, we immediately think of female prostitutes, right? Are there male prostitutes in Malaysia?
Of course, Vishnu.
Please elaborate, Vishnu.
Okay.
I don't know what it's called.
You see, right? Here's the thing. Do you think nearly as many people would be outraged if male prostitution is legal, and not female, just male? I mean,
no.
I'm sure
Won't be
the outrage would come from the people are demanding equality. That's where the outrage would come from, right? So here's the program lah. If you're the government and you want to implement this to tax those people in that new industry, right? They start by allowing male prostitution first. Then equality will play its role, the voice of equality from females, and then both is legalized. But if you go females first, you're gonna hit a fucking brick wall like non-stop.
Yeah. Whatever like you want to implement for females, gotta do for males first. Because girls just want to follow whatever guys have. You know what I mean? It starts off like that.
Do you like Andrew Tate? It sounds like you do.
No, I don't agree with everything he says.
Is he cool?
I think he's cool.
He's fucking
He's
bro, he got
fucking
millions of
cool,
cars.
bro.
He's
Yeah.
fucking world champion kickboxer. How many times?
100%.
Is that not cool? He's a
Fucking
chess. He plays chess.
He's just
He's a man.
makes money.
Every time you see him on I mean, I guess just for me lah, you see him on YouTube or what, he's being cool lah.
I mean, he is lah.
But
No, nothing.
You don't
There's
get
no
cancelled?
buts.
do y'all see the beat? Okay, well, let's go back to, let's try and dive deeper into.
How does prostitution help people?
Yeah, that's a very good
Like
question.
number one, it gives them, let's say, from the poor community and all that, because most of this prostitution somehow it's within the poor community, right? It proper gives them like an income. It's a job. It's an economy on its own.
Income.
Yeah.
Income means money.
That's not what I meant, dude.
No, I think that's exactly what you meant.
Okay.
No, as in like helping, like
Bro.
the whole idea of paying for sexual pleasure. Does that sound like a...
You talking about girls or guys?
He's so interested in guys since just now, right?
Yeah, but
No, because
But
like...
whatever floats your boat.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, like paying for sexual pleasure, is that a healthy thing?
I don't see it as
Unhealthy.
unhealthy, because I think a lot of guys, from guys' point of view, right?
Yeah.
A lot of guys are they're not so good when it comes to getting sex and whatever.
Yeah.
So this is an alternative. Regardless, is an like you say in Japan and all. I think this is proper. Like, I feel like it's
legal in
such
a
a
lot of countries,
norm
bro.
for them to pay. I remember I was reading this article or whatever. You can literally pay just to hug someone.
Yeah.
So you
Oh,
pay
shit.
for cuddling.
yeah.
So all these small little services,
Dude,
and it keeps the guys happy. That's all it. Like, I don't see it as something to be ashamed of.
Okay, I think for me the problem comes when you're paying someone for sex, right? Is, let's say you have not experienced love yet and sex while being out, right? You have not gone through that phase, and then you are starting to have this your perspective of what love should be is disfigured with the act of you paying. then I think that's when it can be a problem. But if you are someone who is an adult, has been through wherever and done what he's already done, you probably can make an educated decision that, okay, this is just a simple trade, money for sex. Then I don't know how that could be an issue. And also another thing is, like, imagine one thing that people will think about is it's not good for them doing this type of job, right? Not good for their self-esteem, for blah blah blah. They know that, man. All the people that would do it, they all know that. They might not do it for a long time. They might do it for a few years, and then they might decide, okay, you know what? I realize sucking 100 dicks in 1 month is not very healthy. Yeah. So then they might just.
Yeah. Because a lot of people, they like to do the shit. Why not get paid doing it? Simple as that.
That's the one thing also that people don't really. They always think that prostitution is they hate themselves, they hate. But if, let's say, is it hard to believe that if someone is a prostitute and she's only been a prostitute for 2-3 years, she's actually enjoying it, the lifestyle? I don't think that's hard to believe. Eventually you get bored alright, if you're just thinking like, oh, sex and money. But then even if you get bored, right, it's also so fucking convenient, right, that profession.
Yeah.
Outside I was in my college was in Melbourne CBD. Right in the city centre, there is a street called Swanson Street. You know that Asian beer cafe place you were talking about? You just take 2 or 3 tram stops up, right? It's my college, Trinity College. Right opposite the college, I walk 100 meters down. There's a brothel there called Manhattan Terrace. Yes, it's a brothel. Everyone knows there's a brothel there. And does Australia look like a fucked up country? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, dog?
Yeah.
I think that's an accent from a different country.
It's an American accent. Yeah. So they even have a sign right outside the, what do you call that? A brothel, right? Right outside the brothel, it says, there's also a back entrance, don't worry.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so thank you, sir. You know what I'm saying?
So,
No, I didn't do that.
prostitution is legal in Australia.
Very much so.
How do you advertise? Do you advertise it?
You don't need to advertise. You kind of like, let's say if we are here in okay, fine, in Malaysia, how do you know where is those like dirty massages?
You ask Vishnu.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Even if
That's right.
It's always beside a shawarma shop.
this is
right?
what this is what my friend tell me. Yeah, but how do you tell?
I don't know. I just heard like Chow Kids like.
You heard?
Yeah, I heard. Then I went and investigated.
My my friend told me that they will put a sign. You know those Indian barber, they have a sign open. Yeah, with the shining light. Yeah, they will have that for massage places. So if they have the shining light, means it's a dirty one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But that's what my friend says. Yeah, I don't know anything, bro.
So if they legalize it, that means it's okay to advertise it, right?
No,
Advertise it.
if it's legalized,
Oh, if
what's
it's
wrong
legalized,
with
yeah.
advertising?
Yeah. That means each.
Then so it opens up marketing businesses. So can I?
A lot.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and
true.
there'll be KOLs.
Social media.
Yeah.
Reviews.
There'll be KPIs for each prostitutes,
Yeah,
right?
dude. That's true.
Because income is like clean. All you gotta prove it's like green money. Like
That's true.
Then I feel, I don't know how it's related. I feel like human trafficking will go down as well.
That's
Somehow it's
correct.
right. Somehow because it's legalized, so it's damn easy to get. So human trafficking goes down.
I think healthcare was better.
I'll stick to that. I think. But would you be okay if in the future if let's say you have a daughter and she wants to do prostitution?
100% no, because I am not. How do I say this? I am. Of course, they can do whatever the fuck they want, right? But I'm saying 100% no, as in I'm just not. I'm not. It's not the norm for me.
Yeah.
I'm not used to it. Any parent would react the same
parent,
way.
yeah.
That's true.
But there's also a lot of parents that learn to love them completely for whatever they're doing after a while. Okay,
That's the problem with the world right now.
what was the problem?
The problem is if the kids is doing something that's not supposed to be done, slap them.
Yeah.
Parents
That's what you
are
need to do.
too loving. Oh, it's okay, son. It's okay, you can suck dick. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
the fucked up part, they call them son.
Yeah. Might be something else. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, it's like To me, it's weird to see an Indian parent like call the son, like by the word son,
Oh.
daughter, son.
Yeah. Son?
So I prefer.
It's just
Hey,
fucking
Rajesh. You prefer that way.
exactly.
What's that mean, dude?
You're just calling them by their name or whatever,
It's
rather
like
than
honey,
son.
darling, like okay, I don't know. I find it weird for Indian.
It's a very like this westernized kind of parenting is being brought to this part of the world. I feel like sometimes it just doesn't go nicely.
Their agendas also.
The agendas and all. Fucking like remember when Black Lives Matter was a thing?
Yeah,
Indian
exactly.
people fighting. Like
Exactly.
why?
Like what the fuck?
What
Really,
people
we
are
never
fighting?
fall for that.
You see the profile picture all turn black, they proper like black.
Oh.
And turns out the whole thing was a scam. The Black Lives Matter. thing.
Yeah.
The foundation of
The foundation
Yeah,
was
they bought a massive house and really conned the shit out of people.
Oh my god.
But I didn't get why Indian people were changing their photos
because
to black.
it's a trend, right?
Yeah.
So you want to be bandwagon.
That's true,
mentality.
that's true.
Oh look, I'm fighting for a cause.
I mean, we're already black enough, but like.
Did you do the black thing?
I'm not Indian, bro.
Wow, bro. Respect.
But do y'all actually go and check out like those videos? Not just George Floyd. Like other videos of
Yeah,
that.
I've
Fucking
seen,
a lot,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Bro, man, it's damn bad.
Not only there's probably more for black people, but there's also a lot of just white on white. You know, police fucking up a white person.
But
Yeah.
Just bad people.
But that's
bro.
not a nice narrative to tell to the world.
It's not, bro.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't get the clicks.
yeah, but like back then, the videos of black people getting shot by cars, most of them were what's
Healthcare.
the word? No, they're not healthcare. They were viewed in America's Funniest Home Videos, right?
What?
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 Yeah, I thought it was America's funniest animals.
Hey, bro.
That's too much, dude.
That's too much, man.
You crossed the line, bro. Go make me another coffee.
Still developing country.
Dude, that was bad, dude.
But how she said it was so fucking.
No, the no
Annoying,
internet
though.
one was like,
What, no internet, bro? She said,
Malaysia got no internet, right, or something like that.
fucker, we no internet, how to consume porn.
Can you imagine if she has a show in Malaysia?
Sell out lah. What
She
else?
did it once.
No, like now,
now.
like I'm saying.
Oh,
They'll sell out, bro.
no,
But-
she gets shot.
Yeah, you get shot
Mad.
also.
She
Yeah,
gets
it
shot.
is Malaysia is the country where you get shot lah. Not shot or bad things can happen lah if you say this sort of fucked up shit lah.
How come you've not been shot yet?
Chinese what?
Chinese lah, actually lah. Saved
Yeah,
lah.
because Jocelyn is Indian. Right?
Hey, you already won't bang her.
I would.
Same.
I wouldn't, man.
Dude, I wouldn't lah, dude. It's not even the case, like even if you have like 5 shots and stuff, I still wouldn't, dude.
I wouldn't
What?
because I respect women.
What if
Yeah.
what if she had a paper bag on her head?
I still wouldn't, dude. I'm not Ashraf to do that kind of shit.
With a helmet, yeah.
Dude,
Helmet?
Yeah.
she's got a nice figure.
Really? I've not even seen. Dude, I've not seen any other content of hers aside from that whole MH370 thing.
You know about her before this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's doing it for damn long already.
She performed at Krakau's,
Really?
yeah, a few years ago.
Should book her for the lineup.
Actually, I would.
If you can get, you
You
would.
can't, bro. It's no way, man. Okay, so should prostitution be legalized in Malaysia?
Yes.
Yes, 100%.
Yes, sir.
Should be.
Me, I've never smoked in my life. I've never done any drugs.
Alcohol?
Alcohol. The reason why I'm damn scared, even alcohol, I started drinking damn late. I think when I was like 23, 24.
Yeah.
Only because like I started working with alcohol brands. So like, that's when I have to.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's very late. Okay.
But like the reason why I was damn scared to even drink, to even begin it, because I get addicted damn fast. And I was very afraid that I would be addicted to drugs. And then I don't want to like depend on my parents' money to buy drugs and all stuff, right? So for me, I only started drinking once I started earning money. And I know if, let's say, if I were addicted to it, I still can support my addiction. But drugs,
That's not smart. Huh?
Well, that's
Very wise thought.
wise thoughts.
very economical.
Economical. But drugs, I know, like, I don't dare. Like.
So you said that you know that you have an addictive personality, but what were the previous cases?
Like porn.
Shit, is that an addiction?
Yeah, dude.
I thought it's normal.
After
You are-
a while,
what?
it can be an addiction, dude.
No,
And not just porn, like if I like something, right, that's the only thing. If I like a song, you'll hear me listening to the song for for the next 10-20 days.
And then after that, no
non-stop.
more, right?
Then after that, I'll just move on. If
But
I like something, a proper...
I thought that's normal.
No, but there's a line to it though,
Yeah,
right?
no, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
I'm very similar. I'm sure many people can relate to this, and they've had previous encounters with someone who is trying to sell you an MLM or pyramid scheme, right? Do you all know the difference?
No.
I think if I'm not mistaken, a pyramid scheme is something where there isn't really a product, right? It's just sort of just a Ponzi scheme chain. MLM is they actually have a legit product, which is like Herbalife, and what else? Amway.
Causeway.
Yeah, Causeway is
Amway.
convenience store. But you have to sign up also, that one. Causeway.
Then the score A.
Score A.
Bro,
I was in score A.
Oh really? I tried to get in it. I was like telling people, back then I was studying like, these people.
You try to scam your mom.
No, like they're giving good SPM tips and all that. Can you bring your friends? And
bro, that Score A is like it was quite big in PJ, It's a PJ thing, right?
It was a
I
KL
think
thing.
it
It
was a
went all the
KL
way to
thing.
Kedah and all as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
because my cousin was doing score A, so in Kedah.
Wait, so you were doing Score A?
I wasn't
were you the
doing,
sucker?
got pulled in because one of my close friend was in it. So I'm like, okay lah, just try it, right? $700 I remember I paid.
800.
So mine was 700 at point, and then they say we'll help you find like this guy, nothing happened lah. Basically I paid 700 and then it burnt lah.
I heard one of those suckers lah. Yeah, I remember hearing the pitch from my friend lah. Like he's explaining to us, it's very simple one. So you just you invest 800 to start up, and then you get another person, and then you get another person. Once you get the second person, you already make back your money. Then after that you get more and more, and then the person under you will start making more and more, and then what do you call that? Passive income starts. No one ever made money though.
yeah, dude, it's like I think this happened 2 years ago, dude. So my grandma's a stroke patient. Occasionally, my mom will take her to like for physio and all that at this clinic. Okay.
Dude, because I'm thinking the doctor go and pitch her some shit.
No. So among the people that were waiting there, right, there was this old lady, and she came to talk to my mom. Oh, your mother is a patient here and all that. Oh, I used to be a stroke patient and all that. I started taking these tablets and all that lah. So my mom was like, oh, okay. It's like, like I can send you a brochure, or you can come over. I live nearby. I can just explain to you how to use the product and all that. And so one day my mom was like, hey, can you drive me there? So I said, okay lah. Went inside, full blown MLM shit, bro. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? But my mom actually decided, like, okay, let me buy the product first and see. She bought like 3 tins of it or something. It just never worked. It's fucked up, dude.
Dude,
What company was that for life?
I can't remember. Dude.
Usana.
It's like black and blue and reddish. Like,
Damn.
I'll get the name for you later.
Okay.
yeah. There's plenty of them. So I matched with this girl on Tinder, but I couldn't help but just have to call out her Usana shit. So she's in her description is selling Usana consultant lah. They like to call it nutritional. What do you call it? Nutritional advisor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I told her like, I just straight up told her like, that's an MLM, right? Like then I said like, why the fuck would someone buy? No, she said to me first that her uncle take the product, then he had cancer or whatever, then go away, blah blah blah. That type of story.
Wait.
Yeah.
On Tinder, she was trying to get you to join MLM.
No, I think it's because I initiated it.
Okay.
I told her like, hey, that's bullshit, man. That's quite bad, right? Yeah,
No
but
lah.
she's a young girl, dude. I didn't say it in that way. I said it nicely. Like I told her, you think about this properly. You got Usana, you got Herbalife. They're all selling supplements. Herbalife sells fucking protein. They sell whatever they are selling. You can find another supplier selling that for an even cheaper price, half price. So why does Usana have to sell it more expensive? What is different? What do they have that is special inside? Nothing. That's the truth. Nothing. First of all, you can lie about your ingredients, right? What's actually inside. You can lie about that. Even if you don't lie about it, then you can actually just see, like, whatever they are using, whatever ingredients they have, another person is selling it for a cheaper price. So why do you have to pay extra? The reason why you have to pay extra is so that you got money to pay your downline. That's the only reason.
Did she unmatch with you after that?
Of course. I
Do you think banks are using Ponzi scheme?
how would you know? That's the thing.
But basically, Ponzi scheme, just to correct me if I'm wrong, is basically this person has his money, and then you pass this person's money to this guy, and then pass kind of shit.
I
That's
think
how
they are,
Ponzi
bro.
schemes
I think
work,
of course
right?
they are. And I'm also thinking like even if they are, right, it's kind of like you can't even think about it because even if they are, you're not gonna change anything. The banks control the whole world, bro. You can't change anything.
Like if today's everyone goes to like this one bank and everybody remove the money, I don't think there's money for them to give out to everybody, because
Of course.
right, they have invested, and is that not Ponzi scheme?
But they're the banks. It's like they're gods.
That's the thing.
You know?
That's the thing.
They literally banks are gods in Earth, right? Civilization where we got money as trade, right? They're gods, dude.
I mean, if you guys are unhappy with that, give me your money. I'll keep it for you. Yeah.
Is there like I don't know how much is the guarantee return?
I think yearly 0.2, right? I'll give that the same thing. Lah.
We start our own bank.
Let's start lah, you know.
We like do like a scheme where like we will invest for you.
How much the return though?
That one we figure out. Just
Yeah.
give like 3,000% return. Then
Yeah.
it gets
For marketing purposes, yeah.
Bro, do you get people like come to you and say like, hey, you know, you invest this amount, like 1,000, and then guarantee 20-30% return?
the
Some
20-30 I've heard. It's a possible amount, I feel, depending on what you're investing on.
But when they say the word guarantee, it's never ever guaranteed, bro.
Nothing's ever guaranteed.
Even though it's never ever guaranteed, and everyone who fucking speaks English know that it's not guaranteed, right? They still say it all the time, and that's the part I cannot accept. Like, it's just fucking lie, bro.
What's a better way to rephrase it?
You
Confirm.
you might get based on previous blah blah blah.
How to make
you
it
might
sound
get
nicer?
Than guaranteed. Nothing sounds nicer. That's the thing. Guarantee is the nicest word for getting someone
What
to
would
invest.
make you invest?
Oh, they would tell me like this is previous results. 9 out of 10 times we've made 20%. The 1 out of 10 times we made like nothing or lost money. Then yeah, sure, it's still a good bet.
Okay, so you just want proof of previous.
I would say I'd have
Cases.
to see like proof of like how legit the company is as well. Because if it's any company who comes up, you know, you could be conning people and shit.
Bro,
Right?
for the-
You gotta have a track record, lah. Yeah.
Bro, but that's the thing, you know, you think track record is the way to go, right? Like let's say FTX, right? You know the FTX as the
Oh,
SBF
yeah.
scandal, one of the biggest crypto busts, right? What track record? They have such notable big names in financial industry that has vouched for them, invest money in them. Isn't that track record? Guess what?
Yeah.
They were still fucking doing a Ponzi scheme.
That's true.
So it's like the part is those people who are really filthy rich in finance, right? Did they fall for it or are they in on it? That's the next question, right?
You should invite Kevin O'Leary to
Who in Malaysia?
Kevin
Who is it?
O'Leary.
Malaysia got
No lah.
sure got lah. So many
Actually, yeah,
finance
someone in
gurus.
finance may know.
So
you know.
many, bro. But I no interest in talking in that.
Have you seen that documentary, Murdoch's documentary?
Damn familiar, you know.
It's
What's
a
that?
brilliant documentary. He started a Ponzi scheme as well, and he conned.
Oh, Bernie Madoff.
Bernie Madoff. That's the one. What did I say? Murdoch. is it?
Murdoch, I think. Yeah, Madoff. Yeah.
That was a brilliant Ponzi
That one
scheme
was
as well.
the 90s, not too long,
90s,
or
not too long
2000s.
ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
conned a lot of people.
It's a Ponzi scheme, straight up. First of all, right, if someone that you don't know comes up to you and wants to help you make money, get the fuck out of here. Why would you pick me? Why am I so special? Why? You know, one of the advice my dad gave me, because like I've got a buddy that tells me like, oh, you know, 20% guaranteed return, and he looked at me, he's like, you think if it's so good, you're the first person they look for? You think they won't ask their whole family to invest everything?
Yeah.
Right? It's like, because your family knows that it's also bullshit, dude. The fuck, bro? Why would they come to you? Why would someone come out? It's no different than you getting a text message, right? Oh, great opportunity, blah, blah. It's no fucking different. Why would they pick you? There's a billion people in this world, bro.
Which is why if I feel like if you want to do this, go to like the kampong places.
Yeah.
That's the best.
That's the truth,
That's the best, and it's I feel damn bad, but that's how it's.
That's how it's
The more educated the person, they will know it's not
fucking bullshit, bro.
There was this series on Netflix, Bad Boy Billionaires of India.
The India one. Yeah.
One guy did that. He literally was selling a Ponzi scheme, and he went to all the villages in India, or most of it. And obviously they're not financially literate and stuff. Invested. Eventually at the start they saw some returns. After a while got screwed over.
Oh
Man.
my god, did he get caught?
Yeah.
But
he
who's
did,
gonna
he did.
sue him? No one. The people at the village, they don't have a lawyer.
But he still ended up. I think he went to prison or some shit.
Correct, something like that.
He's
Yeah.
still
Have you all heard of ACN? ACN internationally quite now is quite it's quite out there that they are a pyramid scheme. There's this channel called Always Marco. This dude infiltrated a couple of pyramid schemes. Does nice vlogs infiltrating them, exposing them. It's quite cool. I like to watch that shit. I was in real estate in Melbourne, right? Like selling property. So I took an Uber to the nightclub one night, and the Uber driver was really friendly, an Indian dude, and is talking very
Sorry.
Yes, Indian dude has to be driving.
bro. But
Makes sense.
this is how not racist I am, bro. Yeah, he's a very nice, very friendly guy. And I told him I'm selling property, and then he was telling me, oh, he's got this business and that business. They store, what do you call it? They do storage. They have a storage warehouse for people, the clients, to store their documents and all. Then he says on the side, no, he didn't say that lah. We met up the next 2 weeks, and he's telling me like, okay, he might be interested in this property. He wants to see the contract, stuff like that. Think he want to make a deposit already. So he's good, man, with his words. A week after that, he messages me, say that, hey, I've got a business opportunity for you. Can you
Go on.
so
go on.
so bro, the fucked up part is, right, he picked the right target. I was literally I'm fresh out of not really fresh out, 1 year out of graduating, doing real estate. Real estate is flexible, so he picked the right target. And he's telling me a business opportunity. I could have sworn, right, I literally thought like, wow, great things are coming, good things are coming ahead. So I went and meet him at this shopping mall, in the middle of a shopping mall. He was with his business partner, right? They're both wearing suits.
Of course.
They're both wearing suits. I would say not the best looking suits. We're sitting at the coffee place, and there's an iPad and there's a brochure. On the fucking brochure, there was a pyramid.
Oh no.
It's a pyramid, layers and layers, and then they talk about the incentive system and what their product is. So what ACN is, you register someone into this ACN system, and then, like, let's say for me, I get people to pay their bills using ACN, their platform. So electric bill, Wi-Fi bill, water bill. Once you pay, they'll generate some points, and then you can get some discount, like legit stuff, like the stuff you would see from a credit card, bonuses, right?
Correct.
So he's telling me like, you got so many friends that are selling, so many friends around your age that they have to pay their water bill, internet bill. It's easy to find, all this sort of people. And he's selling it as you help them while like you are helping them, and they have nothing to lose. All they have to do is take that 10 minutes to listen to you and help themselves save money. So that's what they're selling it as. So the friend was obviously the senior, because he's the one doing the talking and trying to close me. The other dude, right, Abby, his name's Abby, ABHI. He's sitting there, and suddenly this homeless dude, right, walks up to Abby. A homeless dude wearing rags. It's like literally wearing rag cloth, and you can tell it's homeless. He's like, hey, Abby, how are you, man? Are you still doing the sales thing? Bro, I'm literally locked. The guy, his business partner, is sitting across me, eyes locked on me, because he knows shit's going down. He can't let me get distracted.
Right.
So they're having that conversation, and Abby's on the right there, and Abby's like, no, like he doesn't want to answer that guy.
Right.
Then after the guy's like, oh, okay, I'll see you around, and he walked away. Abby looked over to me like, who's he? I don't know him. Do you know him?
Oh
So
shit.
like, yeah, he knows your name though.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck, bro? That's dodgy as fuck lah.
Yeah.
Then he's telling me about, but bro, even after all that shit, right? He's telling me like, this Saturday, come down to this event. Then he showed me videos of you know what those fucking MLM events are. Everyone is just sucking their own dick there. Yeah. They're wearing suits. They're feeling amazing and really successful. It's just a.
It's a show.
It's
a show.
not only a show. It's kind of like it's like therapeutic, I would say, because it makes you feel like, oh, I'm fucking doing awesome. Yeah, you're taking people's money and trying to scam them, lah. Yeah, but anyone who's in pyramid scheme, right? They do believe that it's gonna work. If they don't believe in it, right, they can't do it, man. Yeah. You all have any experience with that?
Like As in dealing with people like that, or
Sure. Or
I mean, I have, but nothing really stood out lah to really speak.
Say mine was a score A thing. I
That's
just
a long
left
time
it.
ago.
That's a long time ago. I was in college. Then like a good 3 years ago, I thought I was starting my own MLM shit. Then I'm like, no, this is not. In Malaysia-
wait, what?
Then I found out in Malaysia, in order for you to register a company for this, you need like a capital of like $1 million or something like that's like a rule for you to get a registered. So I'm like, nah, this.
What was your product you had in mind?
I had a bunch of ideas, man. One was I can't remember what was it, but I had products. I had different ideas. I'm constantly thinking of business ideas. Then the MLM was like a quick way to get rich, right? Then I was thinking, man, I cannot use my platform to sell this kind of shit. So because
Sell After
I
Effects
care about my because I care about my people, so I'm like, I'm not gonna pursue this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let me ask you, when you were thinking about that thing, of course, I hope, but you were having in mind, like, you actually wanted to help the people that would work for you make money as well.
At the end of the day, it's obviously to build. When you start a business, you want
You
build
want it to
money,
grow, yeah.
right? At the end of the day, I want to be able to do a genuine, because I always feel like when it's MLM, it feels like it's very one-sided. One people win, another people lose. So, and I obviously I don't have proper knowledge on MLM as a whole. So I was just coming up with a system that could properly benefit everyone. But then I didn't pursue with the whole. You need so much of money, capital to get this license. Is not
only that, bro. The nature of the business.
The nature of the business.
The nature of the business is a lot of your underlings, especially the ones that join late. They're not gonna make anything.
Yeah.
That's the nature of it. There's a stat on Herbalife. 90% Herbalife. About 95% or something. Very high amount. Only 95% will lose the initial. Like you lost the 800. You're the 95%. Yeah. The other 80% will make back that amount, and all the others. Then it goes down and down and down. Only the 10% or what will actually make something. Yeah, so it's all there, man.
I think people should come lose their money at the lineup.
Yeah. I mean, the product is right there. You're consuming the product. Okay, guys, if you all have watched up till this moment, which is already 2 hours, although I always want to do it less than 2 hours, but ends up being 2 hours, come for the lineup on Friday, which is 30th of June.
Yes.
What is the show that you guys are having on?
Yeah, this show is honestly the best show I've been a part of. I think I've with the different segments, we always go to regular stand-up comedy shows.
Yes.
Everyone is telling story. This is different. This is the skits, the music, the sketches, the stand-up. It's an experience on a different level. I don't think I've seen any Malaysian group of comedian doing something like that.
Vikar took out the words from my mouth last.
Each acts get to have their own segment, and pretty much showing their strengths, what they're good at on stage. So you get to see like six of us, 7 different styles of comedy on stage. Yeah. So.
In terms of stand-up, who is performing stand-up sets, or is there any for this month's lineup?
Yeah, it's just me and Ashraf Kamal for stand-up comedy.
Okay, so and the other acts, what do you guys have?
Can we?
Yeah, I feel like you shouldn't tell.
We shouldn't, right? Yeah.
Then we don't have to tell
Yeah.
it.
Vikar's gonna do his thing, and then Vishfro is gonna do a whole complete other thing, and Joshua Michael is gonna do his thing as well, and then we have Murthy who's gonna sing.
Yep.
Like always.
Yeah, anyone who listens to this podcast, they would know Murthy, fan favorite. Okay, guys, check them out tomorrow or Friday, 30th of June, whenever this episode comes out. Show up to the event, you will not regret it. $50. It's about a 2 hours long show. If you do not laugh, Harish will refund you your tickets. Not really.
By the time you're seeing this, you just know only 3 tickets are available.
Yes. Yeah. So if you, yes, that's the truth. Or it would be sold out. But if so, check them out on the lineup in Instagram, and they'll be doing another show the next month and the month after.
Will you be there?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Screw
I'll be
the
there
other
too.
months. Just come for ours.
Yeah, dude.
Yes. Of
I swear
course,
to God.
influencer. Yeah. Okay, guys. As if you don't already know, Vikarworld, Vikar, thank you for coming on.
Hey,
We've
thank
got
you so much for having
Vishnu. Okay, guys, you got any videography work, projects, editing work? This is the man to look for. Hit him up. He'll be more than happy to help you out.
Brands need marketing and all. Like, I can do marketing.
The whole team
That's
is
right.
here.
That's right.
Yeah, Vikar influencer. Hit him up. Do advertisements. He'll sell out on lah. Okay, so
Yeah, as long as you pay me, I sell up.
yeah.
That's my start.
Okay, guys. Guys, very simple. Okay, you listen 2 hours already. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment, leave suggestions. Who you want to see on this podcast next? What you thought about this episode? Who's the stupidest person today on the podcast? And I will see you guys in the next episode. Let's get it.
Missing my homies, I'm missing my oldies, my brothers, my cronies. We all went to court, but before only courts that we knew were the ones where we were shooting three, selling Kobe. To a legend, rest in peace to the old me, rest in peace to my brothers, rest in peace to my whole team. The oldest, I'm missing my shawty.